But you yada over the best part.
Which means one thing and one thing only, bitch. It's Sunday, which means you are here for another episode of the Yada Yada Podcast, episode 127. It's the Kid Joke now. We got Black Hypey back up on the pod. Feels good to have podcast MVP that may be in question today. We got Nelso, and of course, we got River in the building, man. The whole squad's here. Plus, we got some special guests we'll bring out here very soon, man. But hey, how we feeling, man? It's Sunday, late pod. How we doing?
Man, I feel good. I walked in here, I was hella tired. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been a long weekend. It's first Fridays.
Big day.
Busy day.
Made my one of the biggest popping city or stores in Kansas City, local clothing store wise.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's always a big day for y'all on First Fridays.
I'm
always excited. If I'm not working the station, I'm at First Fridays with y'all.
We seen your friend there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
She was there?
She was.
Oh, wow.
She showed up to the anniversary brunch too. That was like a nice.
Hey, it was crazy, bro. They tried to
bully us. We'll get to that later, though.
Yeah, we'll get into it a little
later. We'll get to
later.
that when we talk about the big minutes, man. But how's everybody doing, man? You doing good? Andre, Nelson, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Can't complain.
You about to get a job?
I hope so. I applied. They said come back on Monday. I'm like, all right.
For you, Andre. You deserve that. Check the Nelson.
Man, I need that money.
You know?
I need a job that's walking distance from my crib, too.
Even better.
Just don't waste.
Hey, Elliot Wilson fucks with you on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn.
On LinkedIn.
Hey, send him the resume.
On LinkedIn.
No, that was a minute ago, but yeah, I feel like LinkedIn is just, it's like, I don't know.
It's a fake important Facebook.
Yeah, it's like gaslight the social media network. You know what I'm
It's like,
saying?
hey, we might have opportunities for you.
Yeah, and it's only good quote unquote news. It's never like so when a post doesn't do well on LinkedIn, it's like damn. it's supposed to be only positivity.
We're all supposed to be here. We're all here to support each other.
Exactly.
Not you though.
Yeah, I mean, what's funny is they'll show the views and then just like one like, and it's me.
Yeah, that's pain.
It's like when TikTok will show you people that look at your video but not respond or interact with it.
Let me delete this.
Yeah. Let me repost it like an hour. Let me get some likes up.
That ChatGPT to make it better. But no, things are good, man. Hopefully I get that job.
Fingers crossed for you, man. We need Nelson to get a job.
Yeah.
We need Nelson to get paid. We pay him though, just so y'all know. Like, we pay him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hashtag pay Nelson on LinkedIn.
Hey, drop the Cash App right there.
Right. Hey, we gotta get a lower third with your Cash App so people can just not pay the pod but pay.
Just run it around through the bottom.
Hey, we're just gonna start crowdsourcing your payments.
Hey, that'd be great. Like,
Hey.
based on the audience. What's the audience that don't work?
Hey,
So earners pay today, y'all.
No, this how we gonna get you paid, bro. Every time they say you white, you gotta send $1.
Yeah.
Yeah, reparations.
Yeah, they been due.
It is Juneteenth, or it's the month.
Pride Month.
Whoa,
Whoa.
we not gonna start that fight.
Ain't no fight.
It is a fight
Is it?
for your right to part. Nah, it's bad jokes, dad
The
jokes.
government already took it over?
Hell no,
The
no,
government
no.
snatched that shit up?
The government took it back?
That would be crazy.
No more pride.
No more happiness.
Donnie would do it.
No, he would.
I'm surprised we had it this month, low key, or this year.
Don't wave any flag if it's not America.
Yeah, because like as soon as he got in office in like January, they're like, we're killing all that shit. No Black History Month. Like even WWE stopped acknowledging Black History Month. Like, god damn.
I mean,
Nah, they was ironically when Vince was there, they was really all about Black History Month. Like Vince was really big on like acknowledging black wrestlers because he was like, you know, I may not agree with you as people, but I appreciate your contributions to the business. Your contributions to wrestling, I cannot erase.
God damn it. No.
All right. Let's keep it.
All right. But yeah, we are coming off a big week as a Yada Yada collective because everybody was there celebrating last Sunday. We didn't pod last Sunday, but we did have a big brunch celebration. We celebrated the Yada Yada anniversary, 7 years anniversary. Round of applause, Andre. Round of applause. Where we at with it? Hey.
No, I can't fucking believe it was like a blink of an eye.
You know, let me ask you. When we first did that pod in 2018, did you think we'd be doing everything that we did?
Let me not lie and say yeah. Hell no. I didn't know where it was gonna go, but the more you do it, the more you know, learn and fuck up and experience shit, the more you see, you know. It's just the fog in the headlights.
You know,
But now I feel like we don't. No. It's like a, you know,
hazy.
you know that metaphor where you like driving and you can't see the road.
Yeah.
You can only see as far as your headlights.
Yeah.
You know, we turned the lights on, Joe.
We
We can see the road a little bit now.
You know, destination, if you would.
Yes.
It's been a beautiful journey, man. I'm glad we was able to celebrate. We was able to turn up. Got some good food. Good drinks.
Hey man, shout out your grandma.
Can we drop a bomb for my grandma one time, Andre? Go ahead. New York City for the next 24 hours. Go to your nearest bodega.
They always using that the clip from GTA 4.
Oh yeah, he's a pedophile.
I saw what you was doing on TV last
Oh
night.
yeah.
And it was not clean. Stop touching the little one.
That's a crazy soundbite from GTA 4. Like, I can't believe they had him do that.
That's the only thing that
That people remember from GTA 4.
Literally, bro.
But shout out to Funk Flex.
Man, shout out to Buck there.
Yeah. But yeah, man, we had a nice.
I mean,
Yeah. But yeah, man, we had a nice little fucking party, bro. Hey, that shit was jumping. I DJ Sammy.
It was cool.
Hey, drop a bomb for Sammy Sheets, man. Little fucking box that he fucks with. That I've seen some DJs use. He's really good at it, and it's really cool to see him work and use that device he has. You know, I got the DJ. Hey, what y'all think about the set? Come on, tell me how great it was. Come on, let me hear it.
hey,
Let
well,
me hear
now
it.
we.
Come on, don't lie to me, River. Don't lie to me. Come on, don't lie to me. How great of it? It was a good set.
It's pretty good, Joe. You did a good job.
He called us after it. Me and Savannah were driving around. He called us after. Like, hey, what'd you think of the set? I'm like, nigga, shit. Like,
I was just like, I really wanted to know people's thoughts.
No, it was smooth.
Because I really put some time and thought into that. Like, when I make set, I really try to make my sets very intentional. So, like, there's moments in my set where you see me go on a run. So, like, there was, like, an R&B run where I had Sweet Life. And then I transitioned it from, like, Why See the World When You Have the Beach and then Poetry in Motion by Sir Plays.
Yes.
And
You was
Go
doing your
Gina.
shit, young
like,
man.
Come on, so, like, I really be cooking up shit, like, with intent. So I'm not just out there bullshitting. So when I do get to perform these sets, like, I'm genuinely excited. So I'm really, like, curious to know, like, what people think.
Shout out to
Whenever I
Joe,
have my DJ
Corner
set.
Joe.
That's Jeremy Heck for you, bitch ass. Drop a bomb. Come on.
Yo, we did have some obstacles though.
We did.
Fucking Michael, where is he at?
Oh, Mike upstairs?
Yeah,
What Mike do?
he unplugged the
Oh,
shit
that's right, bro.
in
I
the
was in the middle of a
mid
transition,
set.
too,
Yeah,
bro. I was transitioning between Tupac and Lefty Gunplay.
it was kind of crazy. It worked out. There's Michael.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you remember you?
Come here. We talking about Sunday when you stepped on the cord and you unplugged all the music and we had that moment.
Yeah, what had happened was. Hey, where am I looking?
Right here, right here.
I'm right
Here,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, that was
This
right
camera.
here. What had happened was, you know, I'm moving and grooving, and I am grooving. Was I not? I was grooving. I was putting in work. And you know, I'm about to take a picture. I'm like, let me put my phone down. There's a ledge right there, and you know, clearly this is a safe space to stand because like I see what the chords out on the power strip and everything.
You see, Nick, you just directly stepped on it.
Well, no. I'm like, I won't step on it. I won't step on it. I'm gonna move forward and set my drink on the ledge, and I didn't step on it, but the tip of my toe had pressed the button as I had edged forward. I was wearing, yeah. It was mad pointed, and somewhere between the move and the groove, the toe clicked it, and I just heard silence.
And everybody.
Oh my God.
He was like, "What's happening?"
Hell no,
Like, God damn, bro. Like,
Fuck,
you
man.
because I didn't even trip.
See, what had happened was like since we were in such direct eye line sight, I couldn't hide. I was right there,
Yeah.
so I just had to face that. But thankfully, you know, I just clicked it again, and it came back on, and it was safe. Everything was safe.
Yeah, nothing had to load. It just went right back.
You know,
It
shout out to me in the vibe. I was curating.
My foot, nigga,
Like,
And you also turned it off.
yeah, like after we was like, turn it back on, Mike.
brakes,
Cursed toes.
fixes, and that's the lesson. That's the lesson.
Gosh.
Hey, no, don't ever do that at none of the parties. Michael's our friend.
I don't. We don't.
But
know
we
you.
gonna drag you out of that shit.
We don't know y'all.
Don't do that. It's a party pal.
It don't count. It don't count. Hey, listen, Andre. Let me ask you this question, Andre. What party have you been at in Kansas City that started off the party with Westside right on time? Say nobody, because I know you. Exactly. I know. Drop a bomb for me, Andre. I'm telling you, I'm cooking up some shit. No, but I did play You Ain't Gotta Lie. See, come on. Like, who else is doing that, Andre? That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm like that. I'm really like that.
It was
Shout out to
smooth. Joe threw something in there for all of us.
I did.
You know, for his mom.
Casey had some Paris in there. Come on now.
I love the care that you put into your set, Joe.
Thank you. That's all. I just really want y'all to know. So that's why y'all need to pull up. Cause just know I'm really playing shit with intent. Everything I'm playing is because it's supposed to play when it's supposed to play.
Oh, I think you're playing somewhere the 22nd, right?
I believe so. We haven't announced it officially, but it's going to be a big deal. I'm very excited for the set. I was telling the person that I'm already having ideas for what I want to do, so I just need them to give me the list, and then we're going to get something put together. But I'm it's going to be probably my biggest set yet.
Okay, hell yeah.
Location.
Hey, wait, so we ain't announcing it yet? No, it's River Gala.
River Gala.
Hey,
Double
Into the
Bomb
Lowest
Andre.
Ferns. June 22nd. Put it in the
7 p.m.
put it somewhere.
7 p.m. June 22nd.
Joe?
Sunday, I'll be at the Lowest Ferns DJing River Gala.
P-Funk gonna be there. Shout out my nigga.
What up, Tristan?
How you doing, brother?
Coco was in the chat too. What's up?
Oh, that's I know who Tristan is. That's TC, ain't it?
Is it?
Yeah, what's up, gang?
Oh, what up, TC?
How is the baby? Hi.
Oh, that's T.
Bruh, I saw that nigga last night. I'm like, hey, yo, TC. He was on his job, though, so he's...
He was like, hey, I'm not a rapper right now.
Tristan today. Yeah, Tristan.
I'm on a
Tristan.
team outing.
I got my
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, in trouble. In trouble.
What's up, man? When you coming
Hey.
back on the pod, bruh?
Hold on. I have to ask y'all. What did you think about your moment at the end?
Oh, it was magical.
Was that A1 or what?
Yes, it was A1. I didn't know what you was gonna play. I had no idea what you
I
was
feel like
gonna
I
play.
remember you telling me that was a song that you and your family used to sing in the car together.
No.
Oh, no, it was
Hey, but it was-
Queen. It was Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, it was Bohemian Rhapsody. That's what we was
But
singing a
everybody
lot.
fuck with Mr. Brightside, though.
Yeah, Mr. Brightside was perfect though.
Hey, yo, we started
That was like,
up.
yeah. We got lit to that.
Hey, is
Perfect
It,
moment.
is it okay to play Mr. Brightside instead of Linkin Park at a party? Yeah. Okay.
I feel like Lincoln.
I mean, there's a time and place for Linkin Park at the party, too, but...
What party? What party? And what song? What Linkin
It
Park
was,
song?
In the end. Was it in the end? I think it was in the
Hell
end.
no.
It was in the end, and then it went, the other one,
That's some shit you hear in the 90s at the beach.
At the beach.
It's like early 2000.
That is beach music.
You at the beach.
Encore. Okay. Ugh, that is nasty.
Yeah, I don't.
to Encore is crazy.
Hey, DJs,
Jay-Z.
y'all be doing crazy shit with mixes. So
Hey, listen, man.
if you could spin it,
Listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all. DJ is
Make
not
me
that
a believer.
hard. I think y'all just making it too hard, or y'all just really not trying hard enough.
well, who you talking to?
Say, man, I've been going out to events for like the last 6 years since 2018 when I graduated college. There's been events I've gone to for 3 hours and didn't have fun once because the DJ didn't play nothing for me to catch on. There's no good music for 3 hours.
How you bad for 3 hours?
How
for
do
real?
you bad? How do you have no bangers in your Serato for 3 hours? You can't play one song that we can latch onto. You just want to play a bunch of noises, and that's another thing. Kansas City DJs like to play that shit with no words. That's a cheat code. As a DJ, I can tell y'all that's a cheat code. Like EDM, house music, cheat codes. It's the easiest shit
Whoa,
to DJ.
well, you don't attack an entire DJ community
I'm just
now,
saying, bro,
Joe.
like, when I go out and I hear like DJs that will do like 3 hour EDM sets, like that's easy. I did my first set was on a laptop that I had no recollection of whose laptop it was. It wasn't my decks, and it was all EDM shit. And I had a great set because EDM's so easy to mix. It's a cheat code. There's no words. You just take out elements and it blends together so easily.
Hey, shit, I don't know nothing about that.
That's why I don't
Whoa.
go to PNL. Hey, yo, that's why I don't go to PNL no more. I ain't trying to hear that bullshit.
Sorry.
After like 3 hours of EDM, I feel like my brain is just mush.
Yeah.
It's just all bass. You're just like,
Yeah, like all right, well, just weird Skrillex noises
I
and
can't
shit.
turn up to that.
I can't either. Like no matter how hard I can fake a good time, but I can't. I'm not enjoying myself.
what about Ghetto Tech? You fuck with Ghetto Tech?
I fuck with Ghetto Tech.
See, that's something I've been
Ghetto
kind
Tech
of
is pretty cool. Like you
vibing
been hanging
with.
out with Destin, right?
No, Happy birthday, Destin. No,
Happy
I know
birthday, Destin.
your birthday just passed, but nah, Frank's homie Zerg was playing some ghetto tech. But I just been listening to this group from Detroit called Hot Tech.
Okay.
They just put out a project called Honey Pack that I really fuck with.
Honey Pack.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
knows all about that.
hey,
Just fucking with you.
this podcast was sponsored by.
Honey Pack. Andre, go ahead, read the line.
What's up, Nelso?
You not
Hey,
gonna
that's
do the
Shitty
bit?
Bang for y'all bitch ass if y'all don't know. That's a Chitty Bang drop. We got a Jeremy Heck and a Chitty Bang drop on this
It's
podcast.
pretty
Who else
impressive.
is doing it like that? Drop a bomb, Andre. Today, Andre. We earning that money today. It's a good day, man. Big anniversary, man. I'm feeling really good.
Yeah. How many mimosas deep are you right now?
Maybe like 3 or 4.
Oh shit!
Just right now.
Shout out to
Some-
Joe Corner
Someone
Joe.
get the bottle
Not yet. Don't do that.
right now.
Somebody hide the ball.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I gotta save the rest for after the pod. I gotta celebrate something.
I feel it.
But yes, River, what do you think about the anniversary party? It was a little hot. I'm kind of glad we didn't have a crazy amount of people in there because it would have been a disaster. That would have been a lot of body heat. It was. We had a good time. Like, how about that Tears for Fears though? That was a banger.
Yeah. You did. That's a yada yada song for sure.
Yeah, I know.
Good job, Joe.
I just like hearing that. You know, I already know I did great, but I just want to make sure I did.
Come on.
All right.
First
Come
hug of
on,
the
man.
pod. 7 years in, first hug.
Look at that in front of guests.
I hugged Joe. This is my brother here.
Hey, when's the last? Real quick, just quick side note. When's the last time you called a homeboy to tell him good night? Sweet dreams.
I don't even do that, but
Savannah. I don't even tell my girlfriend sweet dreams.
That's crazy.
down.
That's crazy.
all right, brother. Hey. He's joking. He makes these kind of jokes.
She makes little jokes on me, bro. Okay.
she's the
y'all got over there.
she's the real bully.
Hits me. No.
Our producer beats our other producer
Whoa.
because she's a producer sometimes.
Okay, yeah. I thought you were talking about
Sebastian.
I was about to say I got Sebastian.
I got-
Sebastian. You don't want to.
yeah.
You ain't seen him on the Blade, bruh. That's Big Texas. Y'all
Yeah, we
better
was talking about how
y'all better
Sebastian
quit
be on the stage,
playing.
bro, with the shorties.
That's why he wasn't there. That's why he wasn't there at
Yeah,
the 7-year anniversary. He was chopping the blade. He had to get that
You
bread.
know how it be in KC with the blade. dog.
Sometimes,
You know what I'm saying? You gotta hit Broadway.
If y'all ever see the big ass cow horns and and the candy painted truck, that's Big Texas
Just know that's yada yada right there.
already.
You know, we're holding it down.
Yeah,
It's the Yadda militia.
yeah,
Yada
that's the
mean.
real MVP for sure.
Oh yeah. Speaking of yada mean was there on Sunday.
Yeah, it was.
It's real unfortunate. Like I was in the doghouse because
See, look, I don't know what y'all had going on. At first, I thought it was her and her homie that always be with her sidekick, and I was just like, all right, you can go in and say what's up to Joe. She was like, is Joe's mom there? Is his mom there? And then I'm like, I don't know what
Nah,
was
my
going
mom-
on.
nah, she was just weird about like.
They was just being weird.
Yeah,
I was
they was
sussing
being weird.
the energy out. Then like 6 more people walked up, and I was like, okay, y'all gotta pay. no. Well, it was a ticketed event, so I'm like,
Hey, yo,
I can't
everybody-
let all y'all
Yeah,
walk in
hold
here
on
for
now.
free.
Then all of a sudden they want to start tripping about having to pay fucking $15. Like, hold on, bitches, we giving y'all food and mimosas. Now, granted, when I said the term bitches, I'm not talking about the yada mean. That's not who I was referring
Yeah,
to.
we better calm down,
Yeah,
Joe.
no, I'm not
Remember
referring-
what happened last time?
Every pod I get in trouble with this, the yada mean. But like, hopefully this is different. But knowing how this shit go down.
Shout out to
Hell
Joe
no, this
Corner
is
Joe.
this is part of that game.
Yeah.
This is part of the play.
This is part of the pod. Like,
Yeah.
will I be in the doghouse when this pod's over?
Joe has a humiliation king.
I believe it.
Uses his platform to
He wants a.
doghouse and get out of the doghouse.
Shout out to
Like,
Joe
as soon as I
Corner
pod
Joe.
on the last pod, I get myself in trouble on the next pod.
Immediately.
Immediately, bro. Like,
It's part of the bit.
shout out to the girl in the pink at the yacht. You know, she was wearing pink. I'm talking about her, the yada mean. She was looking very nice.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
all right.
Shout out Karima.
All right. All right.
She's our bartender. That's gang gang.
Intro. Sometimes it be like that. Hey, sometimes the intros just be like that.
Yeah, for real.
But yes, good anniversary party. You know, it's a good time. I'm glad everybody. Shout out to everybody that showed up, supported. Shout out to everybody had a good time. Bought some food.
Taking photos for fun.
You know, as he does,
For food.
as Andre loves to do very often.
All the time.
You know, like if you need somebody to just take pictures for the fuck of it, Andre's always down. You don't have to pay him. He does it for fun.
Hey, wait, calm down. Pay my boy.
Nah, he does it for fun.
Just put a Lincoln down.
You know, like maybe tag him in the pictures. Maybe you don't even have to do that.
Or tag somebody else. And never mind. They didn't even watch this.
You know, like maybe I should chop that clip up.
Maybe this is gonna be the first one I post.
You-
Maybe AI can get that one. No,
Yeah, but today's also a special episode because not only are we coming off the 7-year anniversary, but we also got 2 guests in the building right now. Andre, are you able to shift the cameras to see our guests come onto the set? Because we gotta make room.
Here, let's put up the BRB.
BRB. Hey, be right back. We have on the pod Ty Faison and Monogram. Kansas City artist.
This is like what?
Second or third time? Third time?
Third.
Because you was on first with Paris,
Yes.
and then you came on with Gabe.
Yes. I need to come on here one day.
Just Dolo.
Yeah.
For Todd Faison.
I will.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
For the next project that you put out.
Yeah, right now we got.
That's right. We got Monogram in the building. This is Monogram. This your first interview on the Kansas City platform?
Yeah.
All right then. Hey, drop a bomb, Andre. Go ahead. One time. Word? Oh shit! First time. All right, that's what's up, man. Well, welcome to the Yadda Yadda podcast.
Yes,
Ty,
sir.
welcome back. Monogram, welcome for the first time.
Yes, sir.
So, what brings you to town, Monogram?
Shit. Just linking with the homies.
Word?
Just getting work done.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all definitely had a busy day yesterday. Shot 6 videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, how you feel about that? How is it to have a productive day like that?
It didn't feel like.
Yeah, it don't feel like work. It's
switch it.
Oh, is the mic on?
yeah, it's normal.
Yeah,
It's,
it didn't feel like that. It just like it happened. The way that it came together, it was like we were able to knock out a lot of different stuff back to back.
Mm.
So people will see like what it is and how we did it, also like quick. But a lot of this stuff just got to happen back to back.
Yeah, just like I want
Yeah,
y'all
it's-
to that y'all to shoot the next one.
mm-hmm. It's organic. It's like you like hanging out and you just documenting and shit.
Jerry got the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Jerry
Yes,
P.
Yes, sir. Jerry P is the GOAT.
Jerry P the GOAT.
Jerry P is the GOAT.
7 Reach Production, man. Well, I'm glad y'all here. Glad y'all joined today because y'all actually gonna join the conversation a little bit today.
Yes, sir.
It's been a busy weekend in hip hop. I'm actually glad you're here because you are a very big hip hop head. You love talking hip hop, and you're
Yeah.
always like one of my favorite people just to kind of see talk on Twitter about music because you be having some funny takes. And this has actually been a funny weekend actually because it's a big weekend in hip hop because for those who don't know, this past Friday Wayne dropped the 6th edition of the Carter series, Carter 6, and it has been quite the interesting discourse. So before we get into that, gentlemen, let me just ask y'all, what was y'all feeling and vibes upon hearing Carter 6? What was your initial reaction? We'll start with you, Hyphy.
I don't want to be too harsh. I didn't.
No, let's be honest.
I listened to it in the gym, and I had forced myself to finish it for the pod.
Hey, you know how bad it is when you're in the gym? You're like, I really want to change this.
I know. I was hella distracted. I'm irritated and shit. Like, damn. But
Is that Saturday?
yeah,
Is that why when I called you, you were like, yeah, I just left.
yeah.
Like, he was not happy.
He
like,
was in
you
the
know,
bad
usually
mood
when
on the call.
You know when you hear the right song at the gym, you're like, yeah, bro, I really just got that shit in. He was just like, yeah, I was at the gym.
it was a weird feeling because you hear like, oh, there's a Carter dropping, and you kind of get excited, or at least I do. But I think I just be having these expectations for Wayne that, you know,
Maybe he can't
ain't
go.
just.
Yeah.
Ain't
Like, you
just.
was in the gym trying to lock in, you had peanuts and elephants.
Look, bro.
The fucking, was it, how you say his name? Who made Hamilton? Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Mm-hmm.
He produced that.
He produced it solo. There's no other credited producer, which is like, how did that happen? Did bro just pull up and make a beat? Like, I'm about to make a beat for
Hey.
Wayne. Like,
Here it is.
I saw a great tweet today that said Wayne said he didn't know Watch the Throne existed, but he knows Lin-Manuel Miranda and Hamilton exists.
Midwestern white person vibe.
Real. God,
Yeah.
Actually, you remember that interview? There was an interview he did like in 2017, 2018, where he said there was only like 2 or 3 artists he listens to. It was him and Tech Nine.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of does kind of sum up, like, I think where Wayne is kind of at creatively pretty well. I don't know if he still is just on that regimen.
I feel like that's probably like partially true, but he kind of be on some bullshit when he be saying that. Cause he be in interviews and you be asking him like some obvious shit. Like you be like, "What's your thoughts on Jay-Z?" And he's like, "I gotta remember Jay-Z. Like I gotta remember who that is." Like he be knowing some of the shit. Like he did an interview and he said that he never listened to a Drake or Nicki album.
Like, all right, bro.
All right,
Like,
bro.
all right.
And even if that is
Like, why
true,
are you lying?
like-
What did you gain
and
from
even
that?
if that is true, if I'm Drake, I'm like, why would you not listen to my album? Like
You're on the album.
Yeah.
You're on Take Care. Like, hell yeah, fucking right, brother. Like, you're there. Actually, what you call it?
He
Like,
said he didn't know, not like us. Say that.
oh
yeah,
yeah,
he said he didn't know Not Like Us was about Drake.
Straight, like, all right, dude. Like,
He
thought-
lying.
remember when he thought 21 Savage was a group of 21
21
rappers?
people, like,
He's like,
yeah,
He
like,
trolling
Wu-Tang?
us.
like, some of this stuff he might believe, but I feel like, I don't know. You know, people put extras on it when they talk.
Mhm.
That's kind of the vibe I get when Wayne be saying some of this shit.
But
Like,
do you think he genuinely didn't remember he did a song with J. Cole and when he had that interview in like 2015?
he got the song. What song he got with Jay?
The Green
Oh,
Ranger.
yeah, off the
Off of,
mixtape.
like, I think it was a D4. He did the Green Ranger freestyle.
It's hard for me to say because I I didn't remember that all the time, so it's hard for me to say. I mean, Wayne, if he really doesn't remember all of this shit, like he got bigger issues. He got bigger fish to fry. He don't remember all this shit.
Like, cause I remember him and Drake were gonna do a collab album together, and then Kanye and Jay-Z ended up doing Watch the Throne and put it out, and then that made Wayne and Drake not want to do it no more. It's like, well, y'all took the idea from us, so like we're not gonna do it no more. So to hear Wayne be like, oh, they did that? It's just like, bro, somebody lying.
Wayne got dissed on that album too.
Yeah, the
On him. Yeah.
Argue about like my lady's money.
Yeah, it's like niggas got baby money, keep it real with niggas.
That's a Wayne diss?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's what?
That's a Wayne diss?
Yeah, cause he said they was like, I kidnap your lady and take your baby, ask you where your lady money or something, kidnap your girl.
Yeah, and then he was like, baby money, niggas ain't got my lady money. Yeah, that was, he was talking about Wayne.
Yeah, that was shot on Wayne, yeah.
Yeah.
They was having a little back and forth.
Yeah, they had it's the What You Say to Me verse, because Wayne had that shit where he was like I'm 24, you 44, I got a 44. You know, he had that shit. So Jay it's a T.I. song, T.I. versus T.I.P. album. He had a song, Watch What You Say to Me. And he got on there. And that verse was crazy. I don't think a lot of people heard that verse, but that verse was crazy. So they had it back and forth, but it was very subtle.
Yeah, it was like very playful too. It was just kind of like, it never seemed like it was part. It was more
It
like
never went there.
Wayne wanted that spot.
It never went there, yeah.
Yeah,
but
like-
they definitely jabbed at each other.
Yeah, and I think that's why I think Mr. Carter was so cool to me, because it really was that moment where like, all right, let's just hop on a song and rap.
But Ham was
Ham did come after that.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like they kind of like had that relationship where it's like they will work, but then still shoot.
It's kind of like how Drake and Hove's relationship was for a while.
Yeah,
like they
I mean,
work.
probably still is.
Yeah, to this. Yeah. You know, he just signed the clip, so you know how that go. But what was your initial thoughts when you heard Carter 6?
Well, I didn't listen to it from front to back, to be honest. Like,
How far did you get?
I was playing around. Like, I heard most of the songs, but I didn't hear it like in order.
So you did shuffle?
Yeah,
You shuffled the Wayne album?
It's kind of going through it. So Wayne is one of my favorite rappers of all time. With that being said, I didn't have high expectations for the album because it's been a long time since Wayne has made an album that personally appealed to me. Like, it was an album where I listened to it and I loved it.
And what was the last album you say Wayne put out there? You're like, I gotta play from top to bottom.
Studio album, so we not talking
Not
no
mixtapes.
Studio album, it was the Carter 3. I did like I'm Not a Human Being when it came out, just like
You like Gonorrhea?
I do, but it's
I
like for
hated that song so
It's kind of
much.
like for the vibe. Like, that's not like Wayne. Like, that's not like the Wayne that's in my top 5. So like the reason why I got Wayne in my top 5 is from like Carter, like 1, 2, 3, then
No
mixtape
ceilings.
shit, Drought, No Ceilings, like just the mixtape run that he was doing and like freestyles and features, like all the shit he was doing probably from like 4 to like 2010, like that little run. That's really like Wayne is in my top 5, but I don't have expectations for his albums. Like, I know that he doesn't even put his albums together. Like, he has somebody who puts them together for him. So,
But it didn't always feel like that though. Like, I feel like I think up into C4, it felt like Wayne was very hands-on on how this album was constructed, because it felt like it was something that he was very like hands-on with.
I feel like Wayne's music was just, he was making music at such a rate where even if you was picking from shit, everything that you was picking from was top tier at a point. So I don't know. I didn't have high expectations for the album, but then what I listened to, was it
low? Like, was it worse?
It was
than-
ass.
Yeah.
I mean, like what I heard, if I'm just being real, like what I heard from that album, it was ass. If I'm just being honest.
Like, you know, and the crazy thing is, like, when I heard it, I listened to it after, like, I've been seeing the discourse, like, yo, this album's fucking ass cheeks. So I listened to it, and, like, I wasn't, like, it's not a good album by any means, but I didn't think, like, Wayne had a lot of bad lines, like, a lot of bad lines. But I didn't think it was as bad as people were saying it was in the discourse, because there was a couple of songs on there I thought it was pretty solid. Like, the intro was pretty cool.
Welcome to the Carter.
Yeah, I thought that was
I feel like that
okay.
hook gives me like he was going in on Welcome to the Carter.
Yeah, that was a good. That's a
song
good
was hard.
intro.
But I feel like the hook was kind of giving me like the vibe of like them AI Motown flips.
It felt like
Yeah.
outdated samples, like outdated sample
It
track.
didn't feel like it was a sample.
It wasn't.
I could be wrong, but it felt like AI for the hook.
It
That
was.
was AI.
Yeah,
So-
100%.
That was AI.
So that was so even that, like I liked the song, but it kind of
It just felt like I feel like I've heard Wayne do that song before, but way better.
yeah. So I mean, Wayne can still rap, like,
And that's
as
what
far as his flow and like his flow, like Wayne got one of the craziest flows. Like that flow was timeless. So you always gonna really, if you get Wayne on the right beat, he gonna sound great. I just feel like
And I think we did see that on like song like Cotton Candy with 2 Chainz. Like that was a great. I think that was like one of the better beats. And 2 Chainz had a great verse. 2 Chainz low key having an MVP kind of year.
Bro, it's production. I feel like it's production.
It is production. Like a lot of the production just sounded really outdated.
He on that Eminem like
Yes.
the beat's not hitting, but he
All right,
rapping.
so let me
the
say
beat's
this.
not really hitting.
I actually brought up to like we were talking about Wayne and his legacy last night, right? And I said, you know, I think Wayne is starting to teeter like that Eminem line of legacy where it's like I think now we're at a point where it's like you probably been average and mediocre for so long to where it's like I think it is starting to impact how we view Wayne's legacy.
Yeah, 100%.
Like because Eminem at one point like his legacy was so strong, but then the second half was so bad that we don't look at him the same like we used to.
The difference though with M, even the shit that we love from him or shit that's classic from him, you listen to it now and the shit that he's saying, you can't relate to it.
But see,
he's saying crazy shit. But the classic Wayne shit is still to this day.
I mean, it's still, but even now the discourse is like Wayne. They're like Wayne's always been rapping like this. He was never like a great rapper.
The niggas is.
I mean, like I'm not gonna say Wayne wasn't a great rapper because I've heard the droughts and I heard the dedications. Like them early shits. The rapping quality was insane. No ceilings rapping is insane.
Yeah, I mean, okay, there are gonna be some people who say that. A lot of times in my experience, I don't feel like they listen to songs like Cry Out. Whereas like if you listen to Cry Out by Wayne, that you can't say he was always rapping like that or he never rapped about nothing. Like that's a top tier song.
Mm.
Or if you say like something like I Miss My Dogs or
You
got moments where he's getting introspective. His bars was crazy. His wordplay like Snitch, like his wordplay on that song is just the way that he was.
Or
like,
he had. Do you ever hear his verse on Codeine Dreaming with Kodak Black?
I don't think I heard that.
Bro, like the wordplay and the schemes, his writing schemes on that was like
when
insane.
did that come out?
That was probably like 2017. It was the same album that Transport was on.
Okay.
Lisa off the last
Or Mona Lisa, like when people are talking about like how Wayne doesn't write about conceptual songs, like I was arguing like Mona Lisa is probably the best song off C5, and it's a very conceptual song that him and Kendrick had to sit down and write about.
Yeah, so,
and I think or like 6 Foot 7 Foot, like he that's like the last song he wrote before when he got out of jail. And like I think his writing was so sharp on that. Like the real G's movement sounds like lasagna. That really is like one of the greatest lines ever. Because when I was it took me like 2 years to get that line. I was like, what the fuck does he mean?
You just never had to spell lasagna.
And once I got older, I was like, oh shit. I was in college when that shit hit.
I think there will.
Yeah.
I think there will be people who are critical of Wayne's legacy. I just don't think it will be to the level of M because there are people who are critical even of his classic work. Because I think the thing that makes a lot of people fall in love with rappers is that relatability factor. It's like we feel their music. They represent us. They speak for us. Eminem I grew up listening to Eminem. Like Eminem was one of my all-time favorite rappers when I was a child. But I started going through shit in my life and I couldn't go to his music for a lot of the shit. I know that there are people who can, but a lot of times the people who relate to the shit that he's talking about, growing up in the trailer park or having problems with your mom on that level, like they aren't normally the same people who are having this type of discourse about rap with us.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Like them people probably don't like Lil Wayne.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
so
that's like yeah.
Or they love Lil Wayne though.
Yeah,
like,
but it's like
But
it could be either
your
or,
average
but-
Eminem fan, like I feel like is like not.
He's only an Eminem fan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
like
I-
Westside Boogie talked about that when he got the feature from him. He's like, yeah, it's kind of weird having like that fan base be heavy behind you because
But I don't think that's not really what I'm trying to say though. I feel like with the difference in how we look at them, like in like amongst black people, like the way that we'll look at Wayne won't be the same as the way that we look at him because a lot of black people, and I'm not trying to generalize because I listen to Eminem too, but a lot of us like we don't listen to Eminem's music and relate to it the same way because a lot of the shit like. I love Eminem's show because his technical ability and his creativity and how much fun he was having with the videos and just his energy was so rap. Like he didn't care.
He was very
like
hip-hop.
that was dope. But like I don't know.
It's culture.
Yeah,
he was very cultured.
You saw motherfuckers turning into Lil Wayne in real time.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that's the difference with Wayne. Like Wayne felt like
Like it's really culture. Like
yeah. Versus not and M was
Okay.
too, but M was pop culture and he was rap, but M wasn't never like I wasn't listening to M like damn, like that's how I want to be or that's who I relate to. That wasn't what I was doing with M, but so I just feel like they both are legends. I'm not trying to take away from either one, but I feel like they both will kind of have unique revision.
like I think the revisionist history is going to be very interesting with both of them because we already been seeing that with Eminem for like the last 10 years. And I think now, like, especially with the Carter 6 and how people are kind of really shitting on this album and how people are speaking about Wayne and his legacy and, like, his skill set. And people are saying he's always been a shitty rapper. He's been rapping the same since we were in high school type shit, right? And so I think as long as that discourse continues, if Wayne puts out more music that is of this caliber and not what we expect from Wayne for somebody of his status, I think we are gonna start seeing that history where it's like, no, Wayne was always a shitty rapper.
Yeah, and you will see that.
And I'm not gonna say I agree with that because, like, you know, I was in middle school when
Yeah.
C2 dropped, and I remember the run. So I'm not saying like with Eminem. Like, I'll never say Eminem's a shitty rapper because I remember the run.
Yeah.
And I remember when M was the guy.
Yeah, it definitely, you'll definitely have the people saying that Wayne was like shitty because you always had that.
Yeah, that was always around.
Like, there have always been people who didn't like Wayne, and I get that, but I just feel like with Wayne, what he's doing now, we can acknowledge what it is, but it's not changing how I feel about him, because if we're being real, like, Wayne, his solo music hasn't been up to par for a while. Like, I don't think. Where's the disappointment coming from? Is what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what project did he just do that disappointed you with this?
Was
one?
C5 disappointing to y'all?
No,
Yeah,
it
to
wasn't.
me.
I think
it
it was
wasn't
to me,
disappointing to me because I didn't
have my
already
expectations.
already by that point, and it was, you know, I had some songs I liked, but already by that point, Wayne had already kind of. I was checking for him for like them pockets, but not like I play your album front to back.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, because I mean, I think the last album post C4 that I heard from Lil Wayne, I was like, this is amazing, was the Collie Grove album, the first one that he did with 2 Chainz. And I think that's mostly because the 2 Chainz was leading the creative direction on that and picking the beats and what they, you know, this type shit, leading the way. And I think he's, you know, 2 Chainz is somebody that's very tapped in with the sound. And he's always able to keep his pulse on like what's hot and what works for him. So him bringing Wayne into that world, I think it was like one of them situations where Wayne sound very rejuvenated, very refreshing, because he was on beats that you don't hear him rap over.
Yeah.
And, you know, like when Wayne has his own album and he's letting, like, I think Wyclef Jean executive produced his last album. I don't know why. I don't know why Wyclef Jean was executive producing the Carter 6, but I think he is an executive producer, which is why he's on the album.
Yeah.
But, like, it just, that doesn't make sense. So I think when you let Wayne control the album, it's not ever going to make sense because he's just so everywhere. But you need somebody like a 2 Chainz or somebody that is going to be hands-on and lead him to create an album that is cohesive. I think he could do it, but you need somebody there with him. And there's nobody there with him right now. So now that's why we're getting albums like The Fucking Funeral and album like C5 or C6.
Yeah. I feel like when he was working with Mac Main or even working with Birdman and Slim, they understood him better. They understood what works for him. They understood the pockets that he fit in perfectly. So yeah, I agree. I feel like if Wayne had an album full of great beats, it would be a great album.
And honestly, like, I think, like what Mono was saying, I don't think Wayne to me could still rap. There's moments on C6 where I hear Wayne rap and I'm like, okay, there's still something here. Like the Manny Fresh song was probably the best song on the album with the 2 Chainz one. But like, there's moments I hear Wayne rap, I'm like, okay, there's still hunger there to be great. You just need really direction and new beats.
Yeah, and I think some focus.
Focus most importantly.
I think somebody talking to Wayne and asking him what he has going on in his life that he wants to convey in the music, if he took a while to figure that out before making the song, we would get some interesting shit from Wayne. Because Wayne definitely...
Like he just doing it, basically. He just kind of rapping the rap.
Yeah.
If he had a purpose or something to rap about, I'm sure in his life he has hella shit going on. So if there was a concise focus on something for a project, I think that would put Wayne in a different pocket. Because Wayne, you put Wayne over the right production, he still sounds top tier to me. But I'm a Wayne fan. Like, I like his style of rap. Like, even if he's not the type of rapper that you like or the style of rapper that you like, what he's doing is he's like an elite in what he does.
Yeah. Oh, is that door open? Oh yeah, my bad. I was like, is that door open? Yeah. But yeah, like I think Wayne now is at a point where he is just rapping to rap, and it's like I feel like you just need more. Your fans require more because we are older. Like your main fan base is older now. It's like rapping to rap is cool, but if you're not even gonna rap at a high quality, then it's like you got to bring something more to the table. And I think that's kind of always been the thing that kind of hurts Wayne. Is like outside of rapping really good, it's like what else are you bringing to the table? He'll give you moments and glimpses of great writing, but it's not gonna be a whole album of just like this is the concept. It's not gonna be like a damn album, or To Pimp Butterfly, where it's every song means something to the bigger picture.
And even if you take away from like a grand concept, a lot of rappers, you would listen to their album and it wouldn't be a concept album, but it still had a theme, a focus, like something that they were. And I feel like he could benefit from doing something like that again.
Yeah, exactly. Yes,
I mean, if he could just
that's my dad.
lock in with one producer. If he locked in with Manny Fresh,
Yeah, like the Manny
that
Fresh
would be
track
fire.
was
10 songs
great.
with Manny Fresh would be cool.
Hey,
But as far as like depth and subject matter, I feel like he talked about his kids a little bit. I guess I don't know anything about Lil Wayne to know what I would want to hear from him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that gets us to like, where's the disappointment coming from? With like Carter 5, it was more so I felt like it just came out at the right time or at the wrong time, excuse me. Like I feel like if it would have came out when it was supposed to, it would have been digested a little better.
And it still did pretty well though for the time that it came out.
Yeah.
people were still pretty hyped for it.
Yeah,
Because
which
it was like a
which is
5-year
cool 'cause
delay.
It shows like the legacy that the Carter series has. So it's cool that he has something that every time he does, to some extent, is going to demand attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask y'all this. So when I look at Wayne in his legacy, right? We talked about this a little bit off before the pod, but I kind of wanted to see what the general consensus is when it comes to Wayne and his legacy when it comes to hip hop. Because when I see Wayne's legacy, I see a lot of impact in just like the style, the fashion, how rappers look. Right? Everybody wanted to look like Wayne at one point, and I think we're seeing that resurgence now, as we've been seeing since like 2016, like when Lil Uzi and all them came up. Like I think Wayne is very influential with style and fashion, but I think musically, I just don't know if I hear it. But it also came back to what you were saying, how a lot of artists don't have the same talents and capabilities that Wayne has as an artist.
Facts. Yeah, I think Wayne is super influential in terms of where rap is at and where rap has been for a long time. I don't think Wayne is the only person who's been super influential, but I think he's definitely one of the people who has had a ton of influence over rap. And I think he influences both sides of rappers. Like he influences the lyric-focused rappers and then the more vibe-focused rappers too. So for example, somebody like Kendrick Lamar is very inspired by Lil Wayne, but then somebody like Lil Uzi Vert is very inspired by Lil Wayne. You can hear when Uzi gets in like those pockets where he's really going crazy and rapping, you can hear the Wayne influence. But then people like who you would never even normally have in these conversations, like Tyler. Like Tyler is super inspired by Wayne, and a lot of his pockets that he'll do, it'll be Wayne flows. Like he'll be inspired by Wayne, or Chance the Rapper, when he was having this wave, was inspired by Wayne. Obviously, you got Young Thug. You got so many people with Wayne influence that now we're kind of to the point where even if a rapper isn't directly inspired by Wayne, they could be a part of Wayne's lineage because they're inspired by somebody who was inspired by Wayne. He's not the only person. Like Jay. It's really like a lot of the legends, people who aren't like the biggest fans can say that about. Like I don't hear anybody who sounds like Jay-Z. And they're sure you don't.
And like
but
that's kind of been the
mean-
knock a little bit. Like nobody raps like Jay-Z because like no one can.
Yeah,
like,
but it's
not,
like
that's
that
not
doesn't mean
regular.
he doesn't have influence. You know,
Yeah.
people say it about Kendrick. People are like, Kendrick has no influence, but talk to rappers. Like have a real conversation with a rapper. Even if you don't like Kendrick, that shit he did last year, I feel like that probably put a battery in everybody's back.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
at least I hope it did.
I think that's kind of I had that expectation of Wayne to kind of address some of that shit too, and I don't know.
I'm glad he didn't. And I'm
Yeah.
just glad he didn't because it's getting a little dragged, like the beef.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like that would have just been like another chapter to it. Like it happened how it happened. We could talk about something else in rap for a period. Like, we
You
don't
don't
need
want to hear no hoe error?
Wait, what'd you say?
You want to hear nothing about no hoe error?
Whole era.
Oh yeah.
Like we're a little beefed out. Pause. Like,
like a little-
let's
little
ease up on the
side
beef. Pause.
Yeah, you
Oh,
listen to
Joe, corner
you
Joe.
listen to Wayne's album. He got a Joey Badass feature. Like,
Hey yo, actually, see that's another thing about I think. All right, so B Dot tried to school me and tried to like throw some shade at me, and because we were having discourse on Twitter about the Wayne album, and he said the Wayne album isn't as bad as y'all make it out to be, and he was like, y'all can't say Wayne's rapping bad when y'all give like Cardi, because he shits on Cardi a lot. He's like, y'all give Cardi a pass, but Wayne is rapping way better than
niggas
that.
not saying that Cardi is rapping good. Niggas are saying that Cardi is making music that they like, and Wayne's not doing.
Wayne's
that.
not doing that, right? And so we were talking about how like he was like Wayne's a great rapper still. Like he started listening to all these features that Wayne did last year, and I was like, features are great and all, but like when it comes to somebody like Wayne's caliber and status, like albums do matter. And I don't think Wayne has had a cohesive album since C4.
Yeah, because Wayne isn't in conversations with Cardi. Wayne is in conversations with Hov. Wayne
You
is in
feel me?
conversations
Like,
with Pac. Wayne is in
the
conversations
greatest.
with yeah. You
Biggie.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Biggie, yay. Like Drake, Dot. Like these is the conversations. Whatever great from the era, go back to the '80s. Slick Rick, you know,
Any
like,
great you think of,
Rakim,
he's
Big
up
Daddy
there.
Kane, like,
Rakim!
whoever
Nas?
is a great from their era. Wayne is a great from his era, and he's put in the conversations with the greats. Like niggas aren't putting Wayne and Cardi in conversations. That's two different things.
Two different styles.
But you know, B Dot, I feel like he knows that. He understands that. You know, you got to say things to.
But nah,
you
here's
know, to be
here's the
entertaining.
thing, right? Because this is the funny part, right? So in this back and forth, he responds to that, and he was like, "This is more groupthink." Because he said the funeral and Collie Grove 2 were both dope. And then on top of this, the funny part, he screenshots that interaction and put it on his story. And it was like, listen to more music. I'm like, bro, you really gonna tell me listen to more music and then recommend the funeral and Collie Grove 2 to me? Like,
because even
that's not even the best Collie Grove.
Even if you like those albums, those aren't albums that you get to like scoff at niggas at over not liking. Like you, like that's like, you know what I'm saying? You act like you said you didn't like Illmatic or
You
something.
feel me? Like,
you know what I'm
alright.
saying?
Like I'm over here shitting on it was written.
Like nigga, you don't like the
Listen to
funeral?
more Nas. It was written like, yeah,
like
you ain't throwing it was written at me or
I
Stillmatic.
fucking-
Yeah.
Like I liked Wild Dogs. Like, you know, the funeral has some songs, but I heard it. Like it's not one of those albums
not-
you get to scoff at a nigga at or
Right.
tell them to listen. You don't get to scold niggas over the funeral.
And Collie Grove, you ain't doing that either, bro. That single with Usher sucked. Like that single was ass. Like as soon as I heard that, I was like, yeah, they on bullshit.
It's funny, niggas be like, listen to more music, and then listen music that you heard. Like, you know, like we heard that.
Like, hey, I saw the funeral track list, and I saw a little twist on that bitch. I said, yeah, I'm good on this album. I don't. That's another thing that frustrates me with Wayne. Wayne doesn't move like Wayne. Like Wayne is Wayne, but he doesn't move like that no more. Like I think C4 was the last album we got from Wayne where he really moved like Wayne in the industry. Like he had all the names on it. Nas was on there, 3000, Tech 9, Bruno Mars, Drake. Like he really had star-studded features. And I think now since he's so like quote unquote in his own world, he doesn't do that no more. So like you go to an album like Funeral, J-Rock's the biggest feature, which I'm no shade to J-Rock. I fuck with J-Rock. But I want more. I think Wayne could expand like his universe more by working with bigger artists, and that would add more excitement. Like there's artists I've loved to hear Wayne work with that he probably hasn't had a chance to work with yet, but he probably doesn't know about them because he's so in his own world.
Yeah, I think for Wayne, it's like if everything that he does good is just a bonus. Like Wayne is solidified. No, I'm not saying that in a fucked up way. Like he's solidified in where he's at. Wayne is an all-time GOAT. I just feel like we can't have an honest conversation. But it's, you know, I don't know.
It's all right. So let me ask you this, right? Are we grading Wayne albums when they come out today? Are we grading them based off where we hold Wayne at as an artist today, or are we still judging him based off what we know him to hold him as? Like, are we holding him based on that same status we know he was at?
Yeah.
For me, yeah. But I think
100%.
that's where the disappointment come from.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's like, I like Todd's perspective on it and angle on it because it is like, it is more honest because it's like, why hold this expectation when this nigga clearly ain't been on that for so long, you know?
Yeah. Because like, I don't hold Wayne to that standard, but it seems like when we're talking about, like, if you're telling me an album like The Funeral and Collie Grove 2 is dope, like, all right, like, what's the criteria you're judging it on? Are you basing it off of Wayne in the current moment, or are you basing it off of, like, those albums are dope because they met the standards we hold Wayne to because he's Wayne? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
like that's, and when I asked him that, I was like, do you put any of those albums above any album of Wayne pre C4 or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, because I'm not putting. There's not really too many albums from Wayne post C4 that I'm putting above the pre C4 run. Like I'm not putting C5 above any of the pre C4 albums.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not putting The Funeral above any of those albums.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for albums, yeah, I mean, I think most people would agree Wayne's best work came in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early 2010s.
In the 2000s.
Yeah. Yes, but that's why I just be a little funny. People like, oh, that's a great Wayne. Now I'm like, but what's the criteria? What we judging it off of? Like, what's the basis of that? Oh, speaking of C6, so everyone's here heard the album, right?
I've heard most of it.
I ain't hear it all the way. I heard some.
Have y'all heard the Weezer cover?
Yeah, I did.
The
though.
Weezer
I
cover?
heard
Why the fuck is there a Weezer cover on this album? Why?
The holiday where he's
His
singing over the
inspiration.
rock shit.
The one,
No.
He having you know they got a song together. Those are his homies.
Weezer? Did they go on tour together? No, it was Blink-182 he went on tour with.
Yeah, but they got a song together. It's on this album. Weezer got an album called Ratitude, and Wayne's on there. And he's like, it's Weezer and it's Wheezy. Like, 2009. This like prime Wayne.
Why?
So they got family ties. They go back.
I ain't gonna lie. 2009 was when it started getting a little iffy for me with Wayne.
Yeah, No Ceilings was kind of like, because No Ceilings is one of the best mixtapes ever.
It
So-
really was. And see, this was also my problem with the Carter 6, right? Because there's two moments on there. There's two real hip hop ass moments on this album that should have worked, but it just missed the mark. One was Bells, where he's sampling LL Cool J's "Rock the Bells," and I think it's really cool to see somebody like Wayne sample that and do it as an homage to somebody like LL Cool J. I think we need that more in hip hop.
Yeah.
I think if this was another time period in Wayne's career, that's gonna hit a lot better.
Yeah, it's dope that he brought, like, when he brought LL out, because did you see that?
Yeah.
He brought LL out at Madison Square. Like, that was dope.
That was cool. That's really dope. And-
Because LL deserved those looks. LL is a legend.
Like, hey,
The
bro.
song itself, the execution,
Hey.
again, it was just the production. It's
I
just
was
a
about to say,
production.
The production wasn't
it's
that great.
The beat could have been better.
Yeah,
He
especially
coulda
for the
made that
sample.
work.
And I was listening to the album today, and there was actually a line on there where I was like, all right. It was on Bells. Wayne says, "Eyes tight like my name, Wong ding ding dong." Like, no, dead. That's what it says, bro. Like,
I'm already knowing, bro. The fuck? 'Cause I remember deadlifting and thinking like, oh, I see what Wayne is trying to do. Like he trying to tap in on some hip hop shit. And then you get a corny ass bar like that.
yeah.
And then it'd be like, damn, we only have
Hey, bro,
a few
Big X
minutes
the
in.
Plug gave Wayne such a fire verse, and Wayne gave him some bullshit. He said, like, barrel to your temple like a pimple. Shit, it goes zit, zit, zit. That same song, he said, I get more head than a pillow. Like,
Hey, yep, y'all solved it though. As long as we get him on some good production, that shit
Yeah.
hit different.
you know,
Yeah,
but
it can work.
We
that
can
ass
give
though,
him a
I
pass
will
if
be.
it-
We
if
are
it-
making, and we are shitting on this album. But I will say, like, when I played that, I didn't think it was as
Yeah,
bad.
it's not like, from what I heard, like, it's not like one of the worst albums ever. Like, most of it, I think it's just the Peanuts to an Elephant song that was like.
the fucking Hamilton song.
But the way people are talking, you think the whole album sounds like that.
Nah, cause there's moments where like I like the Bono song. I thought was actually really good. The Bono song, Cotton Candy with 2 Chainz.
That's like a good stretch.
If I Play Guitar, I thought was a pretty cool song. The Manny Fresh song was pretty cool. Like, and like honestly, the features to me really did really well. Like, I think Big As the Plug had a great verse. Jay Jones was cool. Big Sean did all right.
Lil Nuevo,
Or like he sampled Baron from TV, and like that should have been a great. I think for Wayne, that should have been a crazy moment.
Wayne couldn't have done that again for me because he already ran Band from TV
Cooked it.
on those ceilings.
Yeah,
cooked it.
That's one of them ones.
he tried to run it. See, I bet you he don't even remember that.
Yeah.
He probably dead ass don't even remember
There's
that.
multiple beats that Wayne has rapped on twice that I don't think he remembers that he rapped on it before. He has like 2 songs. He has 2 songs over Ether.
He does.
Yeah, he has 2 songs over Ether.
What a way to live. You think you'll ever get to that point as an artist, Mono?
100%.
Like you just make so much music, you just forget what you rap over?
I done did that shit before. I got 2 songs, same beat, but like 2 whole different songs.
What about you, Ty?
Nah, I got a good memory with the music. That's what. But that's why we like work together though.
Yeah.
Like same thing. Like a lot of my friends and shit, like they don't be remembering the songs, but I keep track of everything in my head. I'm keeping track of like not just my songs, like 8, 9 people's. Like I got all these songs like organized in my head.
You are a producer. You know, one half of the human.
Shout out to Medici. The
You know what I'm
GOAT.
saying? Like you have a lot of songs in your shit.
Yeah, so that's like the one thing. That's probably I don't remember nothing else because that's all I store is songs. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's like songs that I forget about, but there definitely wouldn't be like a beat I rap on twice.
Yeah, like you'll know, like I already rapped on that.
Yeah, but he did do that though.
What beat was mine? It was like a freestyle?
I don't remember.
Okay.
But I know I asked him to like make something,
Yeah.
and then I'll be like, yo, bro, you should make this. And it's the same idea. He already did it. Like it's a song on Nautica. It's the second half. And I'm like, yo, we should flip this song. And I rapped on it already. And then I hit him again like, bro, we should flip this song. And it's like, nigga, you rapped on it already.
That's tight. That's hilarious. Actually, so somebody brought up in the comments that Wayne brought punching in to the mainstream, right? So as 2 artists, what do you
That's a
guys think
fact.
about the concept of punching in? Like, do you guys do it? Do you guys like working with artists that do it, or what's your general thoughts? Is it when it comes to punching in as
off
rappers?
and on. I do it. It's feeling like only because mainly like only because I can. It's like I'll do it, but if I really feel like I gotta put something extra into the song, I'll sit down and write it.
Yeah, I write. I do punch in still, but like when I punch in, it's like certain flows. Like if I switch a pocket, I might punch in to get it cleaner. I don't punch in like a lot. It's not because I look down on it. I'm just used to writing. I started off when I started rapping. I wasn't recording. I was just writing songs. I was a kid when I started rapping, so I just always wrote my stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to do it no other way. I'm just so used to doing it.
I ain't gonna lie, I was a little disappointed when I saw Wayne in the studio and I saw him like he was punching in like She Will, I think. Cause like to me, I always thought it was cool that Wayne was freestyling next. In my mind, I'm picturing him in the booth and he just going.
Oh, yeah.
And so like when I saw
would be
that booth and
crazy.
he was like stopping,
I used to think that too though when I was a kid.
yeah, like
like-
it seemed cooler.
Nah,
Like, when
Jay got that shit though.
no, Hove does that for sure.
Like-
Though. Hove and Biggie were the two artists for sure that did
Because
that.
he said he say Jay said he don't got no notebook, like he don't write. So
Nah.
Wayne threw his shit away.
Mhm.
And I low key started to pull that. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Hove doing it. Let me try start writing my shit in my head.
How's that going?
That shit is bad.
Shit is hard to do.
Yeah. Like I could get like an 8-bar and like put that down and then keep doing it like that. But like a whole 16, nah.
He said, "This motherfucker is really out
That's
this world."
yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes I won't write like a hook. Like a hook will be kind of natural, but with a verse, I always like will sit and rap it. What I will do sometimes though is if I get a beat and I don't really have time to write to it, I'll like do a memo on my phone where I'm like over the beat. I'm just like, like where I just have like the flow and I fill in the words later.
Oh,
I
you
do
do
that.
like the Kanye reference?
Yeah, I do that sometimes for myself, where it's just the mumbles.
Yeah.
And I write over the mumbles, but punching it is like it's a skill. I respect it, but it's not like a tool I have.
Yeah, it just definitely took away a bit of the magic from me when I got that curtain pulled back a little bit with that Wayne video. Because I don't know, I thought it was always cool to just know like, okay, this is a crazy flow, crazy pocket you hit. I need to see you hit this
Yeah,
live.
he's
And then
doing
I
it
learned,
all over doing it all off the top. That would have been crazy.
yeah, I was like, damn, bro, you really fucking like maybe you are the greatest rapper alive. I don't know, maybe you are. But
Yeah.
once I learned you punching in, like, all right, bro, you taking time in between takes. I feel like it makes the process longer if you just punch in.
It depends though, because they might try to sit and write it, and that might take days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just depends on, I guess,
How the process is.
Yeah, each person.
I mean, that's not as big of a hit as what Todd told us earlier about.
Because I don't know if I can't verify it.
What, that's not.
Yeah, I can't verify it. I think I'm gonna look into it. I want to research that before I say that on
Okay,
the camera.
because that one hurt me.
Yeah, because I
Oh,
can
that
verify.
one. That
I
one.
can verify the hook. I got to verify again for the verses. I was just thinking
Okay.
about that.
Because
Okay.
if that, yeah, I don't even want.
I don't even want to be the
We
one.
already-
I don't even want to be the one who puts that out there.
Yeah.
If that, because that would hurt people. I don't even want to be the.
Yeah,
No,
'cause
it will, for
It hurt
real, bro,
legacies.
like-
Hey, we saw what it did to the old boys' legacy.
We gonna, as soon as the podcast is over, we gonna dive into that.
Yeah,
All right,
we'll
bet.
as soon
figure
as
it
it's
out.
over.
Bet. Oh, damn, there was one more question I want to ask y'all. It was something to do with, since y'all both the artists, I wanted to ask y'all something about this. What were we talking about before that? We're talking about punching in. Shit.
And then-
Slip my mind. If it comes back to me, I'll bring it up. But so general consensus going forward, we say the Car 6 is not a good album. Are you still excited? So if Wayne drops another album, like say Carter 7, are you still gonna check it out?
Yeah,
Okay. And like if Wayne drops a feature, you still gonna check it out?
yeah, for sure. Because he gonna go, if like the song is good, his feature's gonna be good.
Yeah. Okay. Bet.
I would love to do a song with Wayne.
All
That'd
right.
be an honor.
Ain't it kind of crazy to live in a timeline where Barter 6 actually ended up being a better album? Because like when that shit happened in 2015, I was actually livid. I was like, bro, how could you do that? How could you insult Wayne like that?
Yeah, Barter 6 got some crazy.
That shit got some
songs.
cookers, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
Check is on the album.
Checks on that album.
Yeah.
Constantly hating.
Yeah.
Halftime. With that.
Oh, yeah,
With
no,
that.
wait.
100 man.
That one was crazy.
Shoot him, man. That shit was crazy.
Yeah,
I love
we
that
were,
album.
We were getting like crazy albums back to back.
Especially that year.
Yeah,
Like,
that year.
They was not fucking around
That
back in
couple years
2015.
stretch, like 2015, 2016, even
2017, 18. Like Die Lit came
Yeah.
out 2018. That was a great 2018 low key a sleeper year.
It was a great year.
Like we had Look Alive with Drake came out, the Black Panther soundtrack. I think Control came out that year.
Control,
SZA.
that was 2017.
Was that 2017?
Yeah.
Okay.
We talking about 15?
2018.
2018.
Yeah. Control was 2017. For
Or
2018,
did we have More Life in 2018? Nah.
2017.
We had Views in 2018. No, it's
that was
2017. It came
My
out the
Life was
same. It
2017.
came out in spring with Damn.
Oh, you're right.
But I think we got Views in 2018.
2016.
What the
Views,
what Drake
like,
album?
Scorpion.
No, we got Scorpion.
Scorpion was
Oh,
2018.
no, we don't.
No, actually, 2018 was kind of fucked up. That's when Kanye.
Yeah, I was like, we don't need to
Went
talk
over
about
the
June of
edge.
2018.
Yeah.
Shout out to J Rock though. J Rock probably had the best
Redemption
album
is a
that
slept on album.
That was a great
But
album.
The album in 2018, the album that matters.
Daytona.
The album that
Hell yeah.
matters. The album that matters for 2018. The album that matters. Some rap songs. Earl Sweatshirt.
Some rap songs.
That is the album.
That was 2018.
That was November 2018.
That was
That is
2019.
it was November 2018. Some rap songs. Earl Sweatshirt. If you haven't heard that album, that is the album of 2018.
What's the Twitter song that everyone loves from that album?
Oh,
The
Where he has
Mint?
the
no,
flute?
that was the next.
Was that
That's
was that
easy.
I don't like shit?
No, that's Feet of Clay.
Okay,
2019.
Feet of Clay. Okay,
Some rap. That's not some rap songs.
that's the Blurry album cover, right?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one from that year.
2018. All right, yeah. See,
I didn't.
We had a
know
nice
that
run.
I could leave.
actually,
Why do
that-
you love that? Why do you love
that
that
shit? Hit
album
me
so
late.
much?
Like I ain't like it in 2018, and I think like 2020, it was going through some shit.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
I played it top. I'm like, fuck it, let me. I'm like, nah, look. I'm like, let me listen to this Earl album because it's like, nigga, I love Earl, but I wasn't fucking with it when I first heard it, and that shit it hit different.
And one day it just clicked.
I was
that's
like,
great. I love what albums do.
I was
that.
high
Yeah,
as shit
so-
listening to it. I'm like, oh, I know what this nigga's saying. Like,
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
this nigga saying, I know exactly what this nigga's saying.
everything. It's like it's the experience. It's the experience of getting in tune with your emotions for the first time. Like that should be kind of like the fuck. Like when you first really feel emotions. When that album came out, my grandpa had just died. Like maybe like a month before. So you know, like when somebody like important in your life from your family they died. Obviously, I sent you on that trip, but like. Thinking about your roots and what you come from and what makes you who you are. An album like some rap songs coming at that time, that album is just different. That's I
That's
put
what that was, right? Because it was his pop.
yeah, his
Yeah,
dad
Pops
died.
was-
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so
around the
that
time.
that was one of them ones. Like some rap songs to me, that's like a top, damn near like top 10, definitely top 10 album for me.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
I love that.
Like
I
that's
love
one
that.
of them ones. That album is special. Like
You-
some rap songs, Cherry Bomb, Blind, from Our Future, like those three, like yeah.
The big three for you.
Yeah, Fly, and I loved I loved Flower Boy and Igor too, but like those three, Cherry Bomb, some rap songs, Blind, like those was like when I got into Our Future 2011, like those albums was the payoff. Like I was right. That's what made me
Yeah.
feel
I
vindicated.
picked the right team.
Yeah, for sure.
I fucked up and picked ASAP Mob. That didn't work out for me.
You got some classics though. You got your classics early.
We
We had to wait.
I had a great time
Yeah,
though.
we had to
I
wait.
was kicking.
Like, you got your
I was
classics
kicking
out
it.
the gate.
That shit fizzled out real quick though. That shit didn't last as long as I
Like
wanted
Live
to.
Love ASAP is like
What's the All I one?
at last long ASAP.
Yeah.
yeah. Like
I
you,
like that
y'all,
one.
y'all
Yeah, that's-
like
yeah, that's
that.
fire.
That nigga Rocky gave y'all like their like 3 great projects.
It's not
like, in a
enough.
row.
It's not enough.
But y'all
bro.
got y'all shit off the rip. We had to wait. We had to get laughed at. We had to get clowned.
That
Y'all-
shit was-
niggas got to be cool.
Yeah.
It was good outfits. It was women.
Fly.
Like it was.
Man, that
like,
shit was fly.
y'all
I ain't
had
gonna lie.
it-
I was kicking it, bro.
The ASAP fans, I
kicking it.
remember the ASAP fans had it easy in 2011.
Everybody
Y'all took no
loved
L's.
ASAP Rocky.
I took no L's.
None.
Rocky was cool as fuck. Tyler was weird as shit. Like we had like,
hey, Rocky was shooting peso. Tyler's eating cockroaches.
yeah, like we had to struggle. Like we had to everything that we got it out the mud. Is our
Bro,
future
like,
fans like
our
ASAP.
future had videos with like motherfuckers' nipples bleeding and shit. Like I was like, yeah, that's weird. There's bitches over here.
Yeah, we had
Rocky
to
got 2 girls kissing in the purple kisses video. I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, and then our future video, somebody throwing up. And
Yeah,
like-
somebody licking it up. Like, all right, man. I'll let y'all white boys have that.
Yeah, we had it rough. So the ASAP fans, I wouldn't say you chose wrong. It's just you got to.
We'll because we're gonna talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Also, so
Okay.
we'll talk about
Okay.
why I chose up wrong. But so actually, so there actually was another return that we had this weekend, or this week I should say, a big return after a big year wait of this anticipation. We got the first single from the Clips, their
Hell
first
yeah.
return, Ace of Trumpets. How are y'all feeling about the first track from the Clips as official return? We've had features the last few years, but this is the first official single from the Clips for the new album. Let God Sort Them Out. How y'all feeling
I
about
don't
it?
like it.
Huh.
But I'm gonna still listen to the album, but I don't like the single.
Why didn't you like it? What was it about it that you weren't drawn to?
Low key, I think it's just me personally. It's like expectation, so I'm holding them to a certain thing. Like it should sound like this.
Oh, so it's kind of like the
it
Wayne
should-
conversation?
It should sound like it's almost dry, but like it's not gonna sound like that because it's some new shit they about to put out.
Mm.
But I mean, I feel like the album's still gonna be fire because it's like them niggas, they still rapping. This nigga Pharrell he still got that shit. I didn't like it. I ain't really like the production that much.
What do you think about the verses, like Push's verse and Mouse's verse?
It's fire. I feel like certain rappers they can't miss. It's like with Wayne, where it's like he can't not rap. It's not like he gonna drop some bullshit, but if the beat isn't really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if the beat's not hitting, like
it's gonna be like
you can only captivate me so long with fucking peanuts and elephants.
Yeah.
Like no matter how great you rapping, the beat's not hitting. Like I'm just not gonna be that drawn to it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think about Mouse's return?
He gassed. I ain't gonna lie. I like the song. I didn't have it's like I didn't have expectations because Clips again. It's like if the Clips album isn't good,
it's just not good.
It's okay, you know. But
they still got two classics.
So, like we still got it though. We still got a new Clips album. Like I'm grateful just for that.
Just to see it. Yeah.
Just
so I wasn't. My
dropping.
expectations wasn't high, but I listened to it. I felt like the beat. I get the complaints about the beat because Pharrell kind of his drums have been sounding the same. Mm-hmm. But
I did experience that on the It's Almost Dry.
Yeah,
the production felt very.
Too, but I liked it though. I liked the beat, but really it was just the rapping. Like they gassed up. Like they verses was fire.
Yeah, and
so I fucked with the song, but it wasn't like one of their best songs. But it's just some Clip shit. It sounded like the Clips to me.
Yeah, like exactly. Like it kind of seems like a continuation of was it Labyrinth off It's Almost Dry?
Yeah,
I think it was more like a continuation of that.
That one kind of had me a little worried, just because I was worried. Malice. I was worried if he was gonna have that energy that could catch me in, because I wasn't really getting that from the Fishbowl song that they did in the Labyrinth. But he gassed on the new verse. He had the best verse on the song.
Yeah, I mean honestly, like when Pusha T started off with Yellow Diamonds looking like PP, I was like, all right, I think Miles about to wash him easily.
Nah, I ain't gonna
like,
lie.
Miles about to get him out the paint.
I ain't gonna lie. That bar, I feel like I fuck with it more than most people.
Like,
because when you do a bar like that, it's just I got it. That's how I be feeling. Like sometimes niggas be in that bag where it's like I'm about to just start. I can say whatever the fuck, 'cause I got this shit. Like I can start off slow because I'm about to gas.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that shows like some confidence as a rapper. Sometimes I get why it's hit or miss for people, but that's how that bar came off. Like
I could just do it because it's Pusha T. Like it's like Pusha T, one of the rappers. He has a voice and the delivery. Like no matter what he says, it's gonna hit.
I don't know why. I can't explain it, but I kind of like that bar starting off with it. If he would have put it in the middle of the verse, it wouldn't have hit. But him putting it at the start of the verse, it was like that's how we started. Like he knew what it was. He wanted attention on the line. Like he knew it was gonna be funny.
Like, so all right. So you have a line like that, right? And you have a line like cold heating up like that leftover lasagna in the beginning of a song. Does that hit the same? Because like Yellow Diamonds look like pee-pee, heating up like leftover lasagna. I kind of put those in the same tier.
It's more context involved with that first line. Like Ty's kind of saying, like Cole is definitely like a great lyricist, but it's like Pusha T been stepping on shit for a minute.
That's why it was kind of interesting for him to start it off like that.
It's like he a gritty nigga. Mm-hmm. Like even in all of his success, it seemed like he still might go check a trap every now and then. You know what I'm saying? It still feel like he be around some of that shit, and it's that's what Pusha T is kind of known for. It's like some dirty, grimy shit. So
I'm not trying to over defend the line. If you don't like the line, I understand why. I'm not saying it's a great line.
And I'm not going to use that against Pusha T to say he's a bad rapper by any means.
It's just one of them ones like he even kind of get into it like life's peachy, Rocky's re like his whole vibe on the song was just
celebrating Ace of Trumpets because it's about Ace of Spades. So
like, y'all know what we do, y'all know who we are. Yellow Diamonds look like pee. Like I know who.
Bro, that's that nigga energy. It's like nigga, you know what it is.
You know, like you know how rich I live.
You know why you press play on this shit.
Yeah.
Come on.
And I'm gonna say Yellow Diamonds look like pee, but then after that, everything else, I'm going there. I'm taking it.
We take it off.
I saw somebody say him having a newborn might have been a reason why he used the word pee. Like maybe pee was just in his
head
repertoire, talking to your little kid, potty training them or whatever.
Forgot about Astro,
yeah. He just had a kid too. Like I look like pee. Yeah,
That's what she was saying to him.
Yeah,
I saw somebody say Astro World's the album 2018.
I forgot about
that.
I forgot about Astro World. That was a great. Yeah, that came in like the fourth
Astro
quarter.
World was a great album. It was the event of 2018. That was a fantastic album. But when I say some rap songs was the album, that's because you got to have a moment with that album. You got to sit with it. Like you got to live with it. That album is gonna do something else.
That shit is dark.
Yeah, you need both. Like Astro World was amazing. So I'm not trying to take away from that, but you need one.
You need a Mr. Morale kind of album
to kind of give you some substance.
I want everybody to have that moment with some rap songs one day.
No, it really is a great project.
Like it's that album, I can't preach enough. It's special.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
For me, it feels like hearing I don't like shit, I don't go outside, and you just hearing how you described it is like feeling emotions for the first time. It is a very healthy album, and it feels like you waking up from like a fever dream, or from like nigga been high for so long. Now you really in reality, and you talking to us, you here with us.
Yeah, and the album, some rap songs is 24 minutes long, right? 24 minutes. He says so much in that 24 minutes. That's probably some of the most. You'll listen to a song, I swear to God, play a song off that album. In the first 10 seconds, he got like 10 bars off. In the first 10 seconds, he's not even rapping fast. Like, I don't even know how he's doing this shit. That album is so condensed. Not a word was wasted. Everything was intentional.
You talking about some rap songs?
Yeah. Everything was intentional. It's one of them. Every time I get a microphone and I get to talk, I'm gonna preach the gospel of some rap songs. That's one of them albums. So when we talk 2018, that's what. And of course, if we talk outside of rap, Negro Swan was another. By Blood Orange was another.
That was a good one. That's the one that had Project Pat, right? Project Pat and ASAP Rocky on that song.
Yeah, Chewing Gum.
Yeah,
Chewing Gum. Yeah, that's a great song. That's a great album.
Trash ASAP verse though. Like, listen, maybe I hold ASAP to a very high standard. Now I'm thinking it might just be me that does that.
Nah, bro. Nah.
Like we gonna get to ASAP in a minute. We gonna listen. We gonna get some ASAP discourse off.
There wasn't a flaw on Negro Swan. There wasn't.
No, that was a
flaw.
great song. This is a great song.
I mean the album, the whole album. There wasn't a flaw. That ASAP Rocky verse, he got him on the perfect song. Dev, that's who.
Dev Hines?
Yeah, if Dev and Rocky would have locked in 2018 and made the album, we would have got a classic.
We would have. It's like he
another,
I think
because Rocky already got a classic.
They don't got nothing together.
They got 2 songs.
Did he have some shit on testing?
Yeah, 143rd. That's my favorite song. You see what I'm saying?
He did that one.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite song, bro.
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they got a great chemistry. I wish we would have got more from them like, during that time period though, because they were.
See what happens when you lock in and start a family? You lose all that shit.
Crazy.
Shout out to
all right, but
Corner Show.
Talk to me, Jeremy. Actually, speaking of Jeremy, Jeremy Heck had a question that he brought up that I was curious to know. It was just one of the things where we talk about, artists. We like to see artists grow and show their growth in their music as they evolve as people. And it came when it came to the Clips' new song. Jeremy said he liked the song, but he also would prefer if Malice talked about something else that he's currently doing. Because we know that he found God the last 10, 15 years after the third Clips album. And so for him to come back and still talk about the drug talk, he was like, I kind of wish he would just talk about something else. How do y'all feel about that?
It depends on the artist, bro. Like some artists, like with rap, like I agree for the most part. I'm a subject matter person. I I think to be one of the top tier rap artists, like an overall rap artist, your subject matter is very important. Like if you look at even, people might not like all these people, but look at Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick. No matter where you fall on that spectrum, you can't say that their whole career, they only just talked about one thing. They had a wide variety of subject matter. That's why they were so big, because they related to so many different people in different ways. But when there are some rappers who they're just like the rapper's rapper. Like they're not trying to be for every man. They're not. It's just about
this their niche.
Yeah, like if they exist in that, you gotta just let some niggas rap. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't want to hear a Clips album about God, bro. Like
I really don't, bro. I really don't.
A song, but that's not what I want to hear. Like some niggas, I don't want growth from, because if that's what they do, they rap. I just want that from them. If
like you're the rapper's rapper. Like let's rap.
So you gotta let them be them. You gotta let the rapper's rapper be the rapper's rapper, because they already not getting the same accolades as the all around rapper.
And like when it comes to the Clips, like they've been very open. Like we don't do it for the mainstream accolades. We don't do it for the charts. Like that's not what we in it for. Like because Pusha T talked about how people complain he raps about the same thing. He goes like Scorsese makes a bunch of mafia films. You don't get mad about him.
Yeah, that's what Push does.
That's just like that's his lane. I think with Malice, I think Malice did show a lot of growth, but he did that whole verse. He didn't drop one curse word.
He didn't curse.
And
yeah.
that's amazing.
He didn't really say nothing too crazy. So I think we got to hear the whole album to assess the growth. But in terms of growth, I feel like, yeah, if you're an overall rapper, if you want that top spot, you got to show growth in your content. But if you just want to make music for your niche, we need rappers like that too. We need rappers who give us consistently the same thing. There are great legendary rappers who do that. Wiz Khalifa, Currency,
yeah.
Like
Wiz just put out a great album this year about the same shit he rapped
but
about
you
10 years
gotta
ago.
appreciate them because they got a timeless message. We smoking weed, we getting money, we driving cars.
We might live better now than when they first came out talking about that.
You could do that forever.
Yeah,
so
like the
certain
cool
shit,
kids do the same shit.
Yeah, so certain people, I respect them just making their music because they're feeding their audience. But if you want to have the whole world be your audience, or you want to keep having like this mainstream audience, then growth is way more important.
It's very important. And like you see artists.
Yeah. And,
go ahead.
Speaking of, we gotta have a conversation about Currency, bro. I feel like
Oh
niggas
yeah,
don't respect
you're in
that
the right
nigga.
place for that conversation, brother. Listen,
I feel like they don't respect him, bro.
Bro,
He should be up there with the rest of
I'm
them.
so glad you brought this up because I was listening to the Hell Hath No Fury, right? And if you listen to Currency talks about how he moves with his business. He's like, this is legal drug dealing, right? He approaches his business and his brand like he's selling drugs, but like in a legal way with music, right? And there's a few times in his music where he will shout out Pusha T in the clips. And when I listen to Currency rap, I think Pusha T is somebody that does have influence on Currency by how he raps about what he does. Like they rap about lifestyle rap, but the lifestyle they raps about is two different things. Like Pusha T's a drug dealer.
That shit like abstract lifestyle rap.
Yeah, but Currency will rap it like it's a drug dealer. Like he a drug dealer, but he's obviously not. He's selling music, not drugs.
Yeah.
And so I think it's pretty cool. Like there's a lot of nods from Currency to Pusha T in his music. So I think it's one of them things where we may not. I need to interview Currency to ask him specifically, but like
he in my top 3.
Same. Like
100%.
like Currency to me is like what Nipsey is to a lot of people. Like I look at Currency like that. So like I think shout out to you, Monogram, for bringing that up. Yeah, I think it's important to we got to give and
on that nigga, bro.
he might have been the first guy to put Wayne on the Babe. Who knows?
He was 100%.
That's what he said. So Currency.
100%.
Hey, you ever hear that story about Currency said the first time he did lean?
Yeah, he
was on Wayne
bus.
Tor's bus. Yeah, they played basketball. He thought it was a fucking Kool-Aid jammer. It was a bunch of Kool-Aid jammers in the fridge, and he thought it was a regular Kool-Aid jammer.
He took one and just like guzzled it, like you thirsty.
Yeah.
You just,
Oh, that's crazy.
And he said, I slept for like 23 hours.
Yo,
Bro was out.
that's worse than edible.
Yeah.
Worse kind of edible.
Actually, so speaking of the clips, there was also a lot of news that broke out regarding the clips, because apparently this album, Let God Sort 'Em Out, has been done since last year. And they were going to put it out last year, but then there was a complications that arose with the beef that happened between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, because Kendrick Lamar is featured on the Clips album, and once the beef popped off, there became like a standstill between Def Jam and the Clips. And so Def Jam, who's owned by Universal, was like, hey, we don't really want to get involved in this for business purposes, so we need you to ask Kendrick to censor his verse. And Pusha T, of course, was like, I'm not going to ask him to do that. And so it went from we need you to censor this verse to we just need you to drop the verse now. Like take the verse off the album or we're not going to put out the album. And that created a standstill. And so the Clips was like, no, we're not taking Kendrick off the album. Because apparently the verse has nothing to do with Drake. It's just the fact that Kendrick is on
it's
it.
just him on the song.
Yeah, it brings that attention to it.
Conflict of interest.
So they was like, well, if you don't want to take Kendrick off the record, we'll just drop you guys. And they said, do that then.
That's crazy.
So they got dropped from Def Jam because they refused to take Kendrick off the album, and they spent the last year shopping it around. And
They
apparently,
also have to pay.
yeah, they had to pay.
Yeah, they said they had to pay.
paid out.
They had to pay like I think 7 figures to get out this deal
Damn.
because they had to drop the Clips, and then they also had to drop Pusha T as a solo artist. So he's no longer on Def Jam as a solo artist either. And they shopped this album around for a year, and they went to multiple record labels with the Kendrick verse attached to it. Mind you, a Clips album with the Kendrick verse attached to it. And they said it wasn't until they got to Rock Nation where they were able to like put something on ink. So like, what's y'all thoughts on that? Like, on the industry, especially as artists, like the industry, like purposely trying to blacklist almost a Clips album in 2025, like a Clips album in like what 10 plus years for a Kendrick verse that might have nothing to do with a Drake beef that they were in.
I'm kind of skeptical of everybody, so I wouldn't be surprised like either way. Like I wouldn't be surprised if like that story was kind of like added some flair for promo.
Yeah.
But I also wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly how it happened. It's just industry shit either way. Industry shit.
But like, that's just kind of crazy to think we're in a point now where like a very highly anticipated Clips album with the Kendrick Lamar feature could have such a hard time just finding a home to distribute the album itself.
Yeah, that's why I'm like
that's kind of crazy. But But you got to say, like, when it comes to somebody of like Drake's stature, like that's a big business investment. Like Drake is a huge investment for a lot of different businesses. So it's like you don't even want to get involved in picking. I think it came down to like they just didn't want to pick sides.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because again, I don't know. It's like one of them things where it's like I would maybe need to.
But then this is something we've also seen Pusha deal with in the past because he had the Maybach 6 verse.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did see that. So I do think they may have asked him to censor the verse, but as far as like the getting dropped, and I don't know. I don't know if that really. I'm not saying I don't believe him, but it's just like I don't know. I didn't feel so passionate about the story just because I be having to see shit for myself, like versus somebody just saying it. Like I got to see that happen. Like did that really happen? Like how you saying it?
Yeah.
Or did it happen a different way? And like the story sounds good. I don't know. But I'll say it like this: if that is true, I mean that's fucked up, but that's industry shit.
Industry politics.
Yeah, and that type of shit, it's hard to take it one way or the other because nothing about the industry in a negative light could surprise me.
Yeah, it's just like kind of expected at this point.
Yeah.
Or it's not surprising or shocking when it happens.
Yeah, it's not.
It's just kind of crazy to see, like, you know, that's just really that's how big that beef got last year. That's how big the battle got to where, like, even behind the scenes, it's affecting a Clips album.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, the beef was huge.
Still huge. Like,
yeah.
You know, Kendrick Lamar on $1 billion tour right now.
Yeah,
Like,
it was like a clash of two of the two biggest rappers of their generation.
Yeah.
So, and not only was it a clash, but the clash was crazy. Like the clash was crazier than what we was expecting. Like,
yeah,
we expected them to beef, and it'd be like, you know, like it'd be a big deal, but just the levels that.
Bro,
it
I
went
low
to.
key, I ain't think Kendrick was gonna respond. I thought he was gonna be like,
hey, I remember like when
that
that
nigga.
shit was popping off. Like I was talking to like Ty and I was talking to our other homie Ashawn in between like the battle. I remember after Drake dropped push-ups and then Taylor Made, bro. Me and Ashawn were on the phone on FaceTime for like 3-4 hours that night when Taylor Made dropped. We're like, bro, where the fuck is Kendrick? I'm texting Ty like, bro, where's Kendrick? I
didn't
need
think he was
Kendrick to
gonna
say
drop.
something, bro.
What was I saying? I wasn't worried.
I didn't think he was.
I don't
gonna
think
say
you was too
something,
worried. You
I
were
think
just like,
that's
bro,
Dot,
he
bro.
needs to do something
And
now.
I love Drake too. Drake's one of my favorite rappers, but bro, that's Dot. Like when that beef was happening, I mean, like
this is where we at with
that's
it.
Dot, bro.
Where we
So,
at?
I already-
Hey, but just so you know, I fuck with Nokia though. Like Nokia.
I love Drake, bro.
Like-
Drake is,
Show,
and that's the thing too.
corner show.
That's the one. This is probably the best thing that we can say about the beef. We do not know these niggas. Like it doesn't have to be like, oh, like you know, like I fuck with one or the other. Like we all fuck with both. Damn near. It really isn't people who don't like Drake. It really isn't people who don't like Kendrick. But most of us is like we listen to both of them. Like, I
Yeah,
listen to
before the
both.
battle, like, it was
I'm
always-
more of a Kendrick fan. Like Kendrick is my favorite rapper, but Drake is one of my favorite rappers too.
So like, let me ask y'all this: how do y'all feel about Drake using his power and leverage to just pull stuff like that, pull rank like that? You could say, well, like when it comes to a Clips album, or like when
like,
it comes to like a
why
Pusha
would-
T verse on a
Why
Maybach
wouldn't
6.
he? Like, why not? If you in his position and it's like, let me pull my card.
Low key, I thought it was a nice flex when he was like, "Yeah, y'all TD motherfuckers ain't coming to Canada."
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
like, why
that's
not?
kind of a low.
Well,
That's
okay.
a big flex. You like,
Yeah,
you want to
it's-
show? You can't come here. Sorry.
yeah, it's industry shit. Like I don't know. Like
It's no
none
di-
of it surprises me. It's industry shit, and it's probably they you know, on one hand, it's like obviously like Drake does do some shit, and I get people's Drake has done shit I have criticisms of too, but then sometimes it's like that shit. Like if sometimes I be feeling like Drake be doing shit that the 50 Cent would do, niggas be like, oh that's
Yeah.
dope. And my thing is, it's just not. I'm not mad that niggas getting at Drake for it, but get it 50 Cent when he do
Yeah,
it too.
50 Cent do a lot of
be
corny shit,
blackballing
man.
Niggas too.
50 Cent did a lot of corny shit.
And niggas say it's cool, but it's like, I don't know.
Fuck, what was I about to ask? Fuck, 'cause we was talking about 50 Cent corny. Well, not yet. Almost there. We're almost there. Wait, what you mean?
Because the AI clips only go from an hour 45.
Oh, they do? All right. Fuck, man. I was going to ask you something. Oh, so let me ask you about, so we're talking about Drake, right?
Yeah.
And there was a quote Pusha T did in an interview that he put out recently where he was talking about just everything he wanted. So anything you ask him, he'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But he was talking about Drake, and they asked him about the lawsuit, and he was like, I don't really rate Drake no more after the lawsuit because I just feel like that cheapens the art of it.
Yeah.
So, like, what do you guys think about that quote when it comes to, like, because I think that lawsuit is going to have, like, a lot of ramifications depending on how it goes. I think, like how he said, it cheapens the art of it. And I think we're in the process right now where music's value is, like, at a very low point. So artists themselves are creating value with it,
Yeah.
with their music, what they're doing individually, as opposed to like there's a bunch of big artists that are just contributing to the ecosystem of music, right?
Yeah.
So when you have somebody like Drake who's getting people's verses pulled from albums, or he's getting albums delayed because if people are on it, or he's getting lawsuits for artists against making diss tracks, like how do y'all feel about how does that all shape Drake's legacy and how y'all view him?
I mean,
I feel like it's been going on. Like Drake not the first nigga to do that. We just saying it because it is like we see everything.
Eminem did that.
Well, what?
Which one?
Benzino, he sued
Oh.
Benzino,
Oh.
I mean, Benzino was blackballing him from the source.
but he sued though. Like,
Oh, he did sue the source. I forgot he sued the source.
Benzino came with a clip of Eminem saying "nigga" and Eminem sued him.
I remember that they put it
So,
out. Yeah,
Drake wasn't the first nigga to do it. I mean, I think suing in the beef, I wouldn't do it.
Trash.
that's trash.
I
That's-
wouldn't do it. I wouldn't sue a nigga, but at the same time,
Why
I
not?
would hope I would never be in the position where some shit like not like us come out about me.
it could happen to me
Yeah,
though.
but I wouldn't sue though. Obviously that's not me. Like I wouldn't do that shit, but
Does that? All right, so does
it's not cool. Like
do
it's
these
not,
actions hurt Drake's legacy and like where you rank him?
not really though.
Not for me.
Not
He
really
still
because it's
like
about
top
music.
10?
Like I don't know him.
Yeah.
Like so he be doing shit like that I don't agree with on a personal level. All right, I don't know him though. Like so it's like as far as like I like how I feel about his music, his run. I give people their credit. I don't like to take away like what people have done good just because of what I don't agree with. Because really, if we went down every rapper, it's hella shit that they all have done. That's not solid. That's weird. That I don't agree with. It's hella shit from every rapper, and there's probably shit that I would do that other people might feel like the same way about. So it's like when I'm talking about who's nice music, I'm just talking about who makes the best music. Now, if we talking about who's the most thorough rapper, then yeah, that's different. But then we
Ain't too
talking,
many of them really though.
yeah, but then we
Ain't too
talk
many.
about who make dope music. We enjoy like a lot of people. We enjoy Drake music, and it's like I think a lot of obviously it's hella people who are reminded you like, bro, we grew up on Drake. Like they remind you every 10 seconds. Like you can't say nothing bad about him, but
we grew up on Drake.
yeah, but at the same time, it's like you could just acknowledge two things. Like I fuck with Kendrick. I don't really like the way that Drake moved in the beef, but that don't mean that Drake is trash or he's not a raw rapper. Like Drake is I listen to Drake. So I don't agree with the lawsuit though. To answer that question, I don't agree with that. But from a business standpoint, business standpoint and hip hop standpoints often a lot
They
of
clash.
times it's two different sides of the spectrum
Yeah,
because a lot of shit that's hip hop is not good for business.
It's not.
So I mean,
It's disruptive.
if you want to do good business, you got to just take the negative shit that comes with it, like the negative opinions. Like if you know for a fact you about to get some M's doing the lawsuit, then who cares what people say? If that's what you're doing it for, you already made your decision. So I think people have to decide for themselves what they want because people is going to have, it's pros and cons to everything. So just make your choice and do what's
I just
best.
like it kind of comes back to like the Timberland discourse we'll have here in a second.
I was like,
Yeah, see, Andre looked up like, who the fuck?
goddamn ghost? I thought that my stomach actually pressed the button. I was like, dude, I need
Hey, yo. Because, like, I think, like, what you do outside of music as an artist and, like, how it impacts music in the genre, I think can either elevate your legacy or definitely hurt it. And I think I take stuff like that into consideration. And not everybody, I'm not saying everybody's to move like
I'm just being
that.
real about it though. Like in the moment, like hell yeah, that's disappointing. The bro filed a lawsuit after the beat. Hell yeah, it's disappointing. But realistic,
But if it changes the landscape of how we move going forward, then I'm like, yeah, that was some bitch shit that you did. Because, like, if it changes how we approach
'cause
battles,
I'm not gonna lie. Like
hip-hop?
I don't see Drake's. I get it. Like you don't want to be called a pedophile. I get it. But
No one should.
I don't see the defamation case because you didn't do the same thing. You didn't say the pedophile, but you said shit about him that could fall under defamation too. And
Yeah.
this is so I don't get that angle. The only reason I'm saying like it's not affecting how I feel about him is because I know realistically in 20 years when we're talking about all this shit, this lawsuit's not gonna be a big part of the conversation. I just don't see it.
It's just a corny look. It's just a corny look.
And I feel like sometimes, like with discourse, that's where I'm at with it. Like we could talk about it for where it is. Like I don't fuck with that individual thing, but sometimes I'm like, just because I don't fuck with it, I'm being realistic. I know how people move on fast. People have done way more flagrant shit. Like look at Ye. Ye's done all type of way crazier shit.
Ye had a wild year.
Niggas don't care though, really. Like, bro, if
I
you
mean,
make mute, like niggas
At
don't
that,
care.
we're at the point
Like,
where it's like, it's kind of crazy right at point now with Ye, but it's like he's just off in the corner now.
But we're like that with most shit. Niggas don't care no more. Like what you do some crazy shit, people will talk about that shit for 2 weeks, and then you do something people forget.
That man made a whole song, and that shit was like a conversation for a weekend.
Yeah, like, and I'm not saying that should be that way.
Shit
on some
100% stay that way.
Yeah.
That weekend shit it stayed right there.
But yeah, like I don't agree with the lawsuit. I just don't see it being something.
I hope not. I hope it doesn't become like a bigger deal.
I just don't see it being something. No matter how it plays out, I don't see it being something that people really consider when they talk about Drake's legacy.
I think Universal just like running laps around him in that lawsuit right now. Because every time I see excerpts from,
I don't know the law, but I don't understand his case personally. Like you was doing defamation too. Mm-hmm. Everything that he's suing for is like you was doing it too. And I get people are saying like that's why he knows to sue, but I don't know. He's gonna have to take some losses with that too, because it's gonna expose some shit about what he was doing.
And that's what Universal was like, yeah, bro, we can all pull back the curtains if we want to do that.
Yeah,
it could get messy real quick. But speaking of messy, we gotta talk about this A$AP Rocky album, because I know you a big A$AP guy, so I just want to hear your frustration. I'm very frustrated with A$AP Rocky because he did some more bullshit this past week that he always does, where he'll just like, hey, yo, big announcement this day. It's a stupid ass. It's usually a fucking Puma ad. This time it was a fucking Cash App ad. And it's like, are you promoting? The whole joke of the commercial was like, so when's the album coming out? You know, Cash App after payments.
He still ain't dropped?
No, he still ain't dropped. We going on. Oh, we about to be on. What's it about to be 7 years now?
Yeah, 7.
He pushed it because of the case, and then he was like, all right, I'm free. Let's go.
Then he started putting out like really trash ass snippets. I'm like, dude,
he got Fenty. He chilling.
See, so at the end, actually, so there's actually a little cool thing that did happen in this commercial. So like at the end of the commercial, he's like a little phone number. It's like you call this to get more information. If you call the number, it plays a snippet, right? Snippet sounds like ass, but the cool thing about the snippet is that it's allegedly produced by Space Ghost Perp. And this was confirmed by Space Ghost Perp on his Twitter. I think.
I was about to say I don't believe that shit.
I did see Perp saying he cool with A$AP,
and he posted like a higher quality version, because the snippet that was going viral was from like the phone recording of the message when you call the number. But then Space Ghost Perp posted like the CDQ snippet of it.
That would be dope. Like seeing Perp and Rocky together again after all this time. That would be dope.
I can't see the relationship lasting that long because Space Ghost Perp.
Hopefully Perp could, get to a better place. Yeah, Perp is a legend. So is Rocky. As far as his new album, I mean, we're gonna hear when it drop. I'm gonna listen.
I said on Twitter, I think Rocky gonna have a Carter 6 kind of weekend when that album
drop.
Yeah, but
I feel like that's gonna be bad regardless, because you got a lot of angles.
What, you got a lot of Don't Be Dumb.
Don't Be Dumb. Whereas like you got a lot of people. I'm not saying the album is gonna be bad regardless, but I think there's a lot of people who already have their mind made up.
Yeah, I didn't know about it. I didn't know a lot of people hate A$AP Rocky as an artist. Like I thought we all fucked with A$AP Rocky, and then one day I just realized we didn't fuck with A$AP Rocky no more.
Yeah, I always listened to A$AP Rocky from when he came out, but when I was a kid, I used to have like a chip on my shoulder about Rocky, because I was a Tyler fanatic. So
yeah. How dare y'all steal the thunder?
Yeah, now this is before they was cool. So really, my uncle, he used to listen to Rocky. He'd be like, Rocky way better than Tyler. I get why in 2011, like why you would say something like that, but that shit used to be hurting me. So I used to be like listening to Rocky, but I'd be mad listening to him. Like,
and all this motherfucker do like for Don't Be Dumb is just make commercials that are kind of centered around the Don't Be Dumb aesthetic, but have nothing to do with the actual album itself. And then he'll just put out somehow snippets will get released to the internet that don't sound good. Like the Metro Boomin snippet did not sound good. Metro Boomin doesn't make beats that are good for anybody else that's not Future. Like all of Metro Boomin's beats for other artists are trash, bro.
Yo, just jumped out the window. Like he just jumped out the window.
Metro Boomin's beats be trash when they're not with Future and Young Thug. Those only.
You saying like from a certain point or always?
Like just from a certain point right now, I guess. Like I mean, the 21 Savage is fire.
I like the Savage Mode 2 albums. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't heard
the second one or the first one.
The second one.
You like the second one?
Yes.
The first one's the best one.
No, it wasn't.
Hold on, son. Back me up here.
That's one of them ones where it's like niggas got memories.
Help me.
Like niggas got, like I say, like niggas got memories, but I got ears.
I got ears. Have you heard the first Savage Mode?
Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard it. 21 Savage.
The second one is a better.
He was an exponentially better rapper.
Yeah,
on Savage Mode 2.
100%.
He was an exponentially better rapper.
He was already because.
It is nostalgia.
I would say no. He's a great rapper. I'll say 21 Savage is a great rapper, and I realized that on I Am Then I Was. Like that's when I was like, okay, he could really rap. But I would really prefer if he just did something else besides Savage Mode 2. I would just preferred another 21 album. Because I'm not a big fan of sequels, as you know.
But Savage Mode, what they got to do with the music?
Because it's like you trying to recapture this moment that you guys did already.
No, you trying to recapture.
No,
the
he's
moment.
trying. I'm not making the album.
No,
I'm not making the album.
You notice
That's why
how
you don't like it. You don't
sometimes
appreciate
like
it for what
niggas
it
would be
is.
talking about why they don't like an album. You be like, why you don't like an album? They start saying shit that don't got nothing to do with songs. They be like the title and the cover and the like why didn't you, when you listen
The
to
best
that,
song is the second song.
Running?
Yeah.
That was a hard ass song.
That's the best song. And then after that, what was it, Mr. Nice Guy?
No,
what
it
was that one? with
Glock
Drake?
in My Lap, which was hard as hell.
Nah, I ain't.
It was
I'm not buying
really
that.
like the Savage Mode 2 album. That was a good ass album. That was an underrated album.
Underrated.
That was an underrated album because of people like you. They were saying it was like Savage Mode was automatically better. Like Savage Mode, I think was more of a moment. Like when Savage Mode came out, because he had My Ex and he had what's that other song?
I'm a savage on these hoes.
What was the second song? Like Young Savage, Why They
Trap
Trapping
is
so
so
hard.
hard.
No Heart.
No Heart.
No Heart.
Yeah.
No Heart was hard as shit because he had the snippet with No Heart before it came out. So like Savage Mode was more of a moment because that was like where 21 really became like a lot of people got in tune with 21 on Savage Mode.
I was still late to that party though.
So I don't want to take away from what Savage Mode was, but he was an objectively better rapper. On
No,
Savage
he was definitely
Mode
a better
2.
rapper, but I'm just like I think the music was better on Savage Mode 1. Like I
What-
said,
what-
I think the rap is better, but like I Am Than I Was is probably his best album to me. So it's not like I don't like his albums post Savage Mode. Like I fuck with the album before that. I'm just like Savage Mode 2 just didn't capture me the way I Am Than I Was did.
What up, gang?
I can maybe see that. I don't
What
know.
up, random guy?
I think Savage Mode 2 was my favorite 21 album. It's definitely
And
my
I may have to
favorite
go back
21
and listen to it, but I did fuck with Run a lot, but that was the only song I remember gravitating towards a lot.
You need to listen to it again. Cause it's hella. My Dog was crazy. Brand New Draco. I haven't listened to the album in a while. Mini Men, when they flipped, like that shit was crazy. It was a dope album.
All right, I'll have to check it out. I'll have to refresh my mind.
But how did we get to that? Where were
We
talking
was
about before?
Metro Boomin and producing for other artists.
Oh yeah. I haven't heard. To be honest, I haven't heard a lot of the
snippets.
of Metro's recent stuff. I did hear the Rocky snippets. I haven't heard a lot of Metro's.
Have the snippets been blowing? Let me not say blow you away. Have they been impressing you? Have they made you excited for Don't Be Dumb? Like I think the singles that he did, the first 3 singles were great. What was it? Taylor Swift was cool.
The video
The video
for
was
Taylor
fire.
Swift was
The video
amazing.
was great. The video was great. I like Taylor Swift a lot as a song too. I liked Hijack a lot. And Ruby Rosary was like cool. I didn't out of the 3, that's the one I went back to the least.
Yeah.
But that's what we got so far from Don't Be Dumb. I don't know what else in terms of Lucy's like That's My Bitch or if Babushka Boy's gonna be on it.
Yeah, them songs are like 4 years old.
Yeah,
like,
they probably not
literally.
gonna make it. But so like, up to what we got, how are you feeling about Don't Be Dumb?
I'm excited to just see how he puts it all together and the
Mm-hmm.
visuals. Rocky's not really like an artist who, I'm not saying this to make an excuse for him, but I don't feel like I could judge him off the snippet. I want to see, because Rocky would be like, you want to see the video too.
Yeah.
Like you want to see the whole presentation. So maybe musically, I'm not expecting him to make my favorite project that he's ever made, but I feel like he can still make a dope visual world with the album that makes the album still an interesting thing for me.
Is Rocky now that artist where it's like the visuals make the music better? It's because the music may not be as high quality.
I wouldn't go that far. I think he's able to, like Ty saying, just build a world, and I think that's a skill in itself. Like a lot of people can't do that. Like if Rocky A&R'd fucking Lil Wayne shit, it would probably be fire. If he worked on the Carter 6.
I mean, I'd be interested to see that. I don't know if it'd be fire, but like I mean,
it'd be better than what
for
we
example,
got.
yeah.
It's hard for me to say where Rocky's at.
Because like
I gotta hear him again.
I like testing a lot more than probably the average person does.
Yeah.
And I think there's still some left to be desired with that project, but I like what he was doing visually and aesthetically. And like I think that's where it started with me. Like I really became interested in Rocky's visuals, and like that made me more interested in his music. So in the fact,
like the testing era is where you got interested.
no, I was always interested in Rocky's music.
But I mean, like in his visuals, like where you
visuals.
really,
I mean, like I didn't like LSD as a song, so I never watched that video.
you never seen the LSD video?
No, I've seen the LSD video. I just didn't like the song.
So you didn't go back and rewatch it?
Nah, not like that.
Okay, that's
Because like
lucky.
I just hated being around people and they was like,
No, I
let's
feel
get
you.
trippy, man.
No,
like,
I feel you because niggas did kind of OD like as soon as
That's the first thing niggas is putting on.
man,
Niggas-
bro, like it's your fucking first time.
They
like,
liked it. They liked the shit.
yeah.
Let's put on LSD, bro.
Like,
Alright,
is this your
alright.
fucking first time?
So I feel that, but LSD is a good song.
It was-
I didn't love it at first, but recently, like the past couple of weeks, I'm like, damn, this is really a classic song.
I ain't gonna lie, it's the song I skip when I play that album.
You skip it?
Joe, you gotta become more open minded.
What, man? Like, I'm just not in the mood to hear like A$AP Rocky sing about LSD. Like,
why not?
I'm just not always in that mood.
It's a
I think
good
white
break
people
in the
I think
album.
white people ruined that song for me, low key.
Yeah, see,
like I was surrounded by white people when that came out.
LSD. I'm serious, because I had to do that. You gotta reclaim certain shit for yourself. Like, just have a moment with that where you just like, nah, just
This
listen
is
to
for
it,
me now.
vibe out. It's a good ass song.
Okay, I'll have to run it back. It's
And
just
that
like,
was never one of my favorites, but I definitely got appreciation for it. It's a classic song.
it might be my least favorite song on the album. low-key.
They get it out the way early.
It's
though,
like
too.
track 4.
and it goes right into excuse me.
Yeah,
and it's,
That's sequence really good, bro.
yeah,
That shit
I'm not gonna
smooth.
lie, Joe. That's like the second crazy take
What's-
you've had. I don't remember the first one.
Today?
No, it was about Rocky again. It was about Rocky
What'd I say
again,
about Rocky?
the chewing gum verse. You said the chewing gum verse was ass. So
Like, because I think with Rocky, right? When I listened to Rocky, and the one thing that drove me to really be appealed to Rocky's music, especially early on, was like his flows. I always thought his flows were really great, and
Yeah.
I don't think he was ever like a super crazy lyricist, so I never
Yeah.
judged him based off of that. But his pockets and his flows were like always what made him stand out to me.
Yeah.
And I think post Allah, which is like after 2015. I think his flow got a little more choppy. It wasn't as smooth as it used to be, and I think that's what Testing suffered from. I don't think his flows were as smooth.
I
on
can
Testing.
agree with that, but I like chewing gum. That's honestly one of my favorite features that he's done.
I mean, it's
Was
like
chewing
that's
gum.
where he's like
But
standing at the
LSD
bus stop sucking on a lollipop. Is that verse?
No, that was standing at the bus stop. That's Buckshots.
Buckshot. Okay, yeah.
That's Buckshots.
Okay.
But for me, LSD.
And now that's part of the album where Rocky's still flowing out like a motherfucker. Like
LSD.
JD's crazy. That's a
Being
great
around
album.
my friends too, because when it came out, you know, I was a hipster when I was a kid. So all my friends were loving LSD, and I'm like, man, this is kind of like Kid Cudi, like Teleport to Me, Jamie. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
Cudi did it. But one day, there's a lot of shit I'm just came back to and was like, all right, bro. Like,
Yeah.
y'all was right. This is
It's banging.
because it didn't go anywhere. That's why I really advocate for LSD, because LSD, that song, is still alive.
It's still live.
Yeah.
If you hear that in the
Yeah.
right setting after a few mimosas or something,
That song,
you're gonna
that
be
song
like,
still
"Oh, this
means-
is a pretty good song."
that song still means something to people. Like, that's a
Like
classic.
it still takes me back to like that time in my life.
I just feel like it was crazy that you said that's the worst song on.
What's the worst song on there?
Not that.
All right, hold on. Let's look at this album real quick. What's the worst? Fine Wine. MIA Future.
No, that's not the worst song. But that's not. I wouldn't put
Electric
that over
Body?
LSD. I don't think Electric Body is a better song
like,
than LSD.
It's not.
Not to me.
I like.
LSD is probably like a top 5 song on that album. to me.
Damn. Really?
Hey,
That's
man, this
that's
is-
probably a
This
really
is a great
cold,
album, though.
It's probably a
It
really
It's a
cold
really
take.
good album.
It's
Like,
not really no skips on here like that,
nah, not really.
except for LSD. Right?
Yeah, for me, yeah. Like,
I don't. Almost every song on that album. Looking at that track list, almost every song on that album, I like LSD more than.
Really?
Yeah.
It's really like that for you?
It's for me and almost
It's
the
like,
rocky's Rocky's fan base.
That's so.
That's not a. That's
See,
not a hot take.
I guess
That's
LSD.
not a hot take.
LSD to me, I guess it'd be like fucking Runaway in Kanye's discography. It's like, all right, it's
and
voted the best song every time.
It's a little like gas, but I wouldn't get on the podcast about it.
Hey.
I always skip Runaway. Runaway was the worst song on. Like, I wouldn't say
Hey,
that.
one day there was a point in time where I was just tired of hearing Runaway. So like, I don't know if you remember 2018 when that Kanye bracket went viral on Twitter.
Yeah.
Which started in Kansas City, ironically. But I knew when that bracket was going, I was like, Runaway's gonna fucking win, isn't it? And sure
Yeah.
enough, it did, and it annoyed me because that's just like the popular Kanye song,
That's
right?
never been my favorite Kanye song. at
Not
all.
mine either.
But I feel like niggas have a bad habit of like something is overrated or something maybe gets a little too much hype for them. So now it's bad. It's not bad. You just think people give it too much credit.
And honestly,
that's all I'm saying about LSD. Like, LSD was great.
I have to listen to it again. Like I said, white people ruined it for
That's
me.
not a top 3 Kanye song.
Runaway?
Not
I
to
mean,
me.
I might put it in just for impact, and because it really is a great song. Like once I got back onto it and I wasn't burnt out on it anymore,
Yeah.
I really do appreciate all.
Runaway
7 minutes.
is a fan. Like, Ye got a bunch of great songs, so I wouldn't be mad if somebody had Runaway.
I just
in
think
the,
that's
in
it.
their top 3, but
It'd
it's
be
not
like
in mine.
it'd be like somebody putting like March Madness in like your top 3 future tracks.
So, what is an example of like an artist's most popular song that is one of their best?
It's one of their best.
Yeah,
Oh,
Collard greens. I'm kidding.
Kids School with
Yeah,
you.
I'm kidding.
It's one of their best.
yeah.
That's
and
a
it's-
single.
Yeah. So
Uh,
one of the like their most popular song is one of their best.
I think I don't know if it's his. I'm not saying it's his best by any means, but I
Yeah.
think it's one of his best. I think Headlines is like one of Drake's best songs to me. Like I really do appreciate, and like I was,
Drake got so
That's
many.
not
I was
bad
looking
shit.
at that too. I
Yeah,
was
Drake
looking at
got
Drake's
so many
singles.
songs. Like, what is Drake's most popular? I don't want to start that question.
Yeah,
But that there's so many. So I wouldn't be mad at Headlines.
Like Headlines to
dope
me is
song.
like I think for a single and for Drake, like that's a
I'm not
really
gonna
good
lie.
single.
One of mine's, bro, Not Like Us, is one of my favorite Kendrick songs, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, I forgot to forget that. It wasn't on the
went-
album though, so it threw me
Cause
off.
he went fucking crazy.
Mm.
Like niggas, yeah, niggas just like, oh,
All
it's-
eyes on me, and I'ma
it's
set it up the pot. Like,
yeah, niggas just like it's overplayed, and it might be overplayed.
But that's a hit for you.
If we heard all of these songs for the first time right now, Not Like Us, would be like, damn, that was one of
that
one
was
of
a
the
great
ones that stood
time.
out.
Yeah, yeah. What about you? You got any? I'm trying to think who.
I can't pick one.
Stronger for Ye, too.
Strong. I love Strong. Can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, Stronger, Flashing Lights. Can't tell
I think
me nothing
Kanye
that.
might have the best singles track record in terms of like this could be his best song.
Yeah, he has great singles.
Like his singles
'Cause
were
Runaway is
always
a single.
Runaway is a Power.
Yeah, All of the Lights. Like he got
Love Lockdown, Heartless,
amazing.
Damn.
Diamonds Are Forever,
Yeah.
Good
Good
Life,
Life, yeah.
like Flashing Lights.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Every
so-
single was a banger. Like he
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
even Gold Digger for some people.
Yeah,
not for
I
me
love-
though. Not for me though.
Gold Digger's a great song.
It got played out. I remember that, but it's a great song though.
Yeah.
like it just feels really uncomfortable now when people play it because obviously white people are in the room and they get very free.
Yeah.
Like and it's always awkward.
Hope it's
It's like you don't need to say it. You don't need to say it. Like I know there was one time I was in college, right? We were at this sorority house before a pregame, and like Gold Digger players, and then like it's getting to the hook, and I'm like one of the only minorities here. Like, are they gonna say it? Because it's gonna be awkward. If this room full of white women do this, and then right before the hook gets in, one white girl goes, "Don't say it, don't say it," and no one said it. I was like, "Wow, look at that restraint."
Peace.
Yeah, maybe this is gonna be a good night.
Another one.
Shit, you gotta deal with living in Missouri.
Another
Joe,
artist
corner
who
shop.
one of their most popular songs is one of their best is, to me, like Billie Jean is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Actually, that was a
That's
single.
not fair.
That's
like,
but then Thriller's on the same album. Like
that's not
Thriller could
fair, bro.
arguably be Michael Jackson's biggest
Nah,
single.
oh yeah, as far as but I'm talking about like
Personal
big that's one of my favorites. Like Thriller is one of his biggest, but it's not one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs. But I'm
Actually-
like Billie Jean is both. Like it's one of his biggest songs and is one of my favorites. Like Billie Jean is one of my favorite songs ever. I don't care how popular it is or how many times people play it.
I think Hove's single run on Black Album was really good.
Yeah, that had
Dirt Off My Shoulder, 99 Problems.
Yeah, 99
Was
Problems.
Excuse Me Miss on that one? No, that was
Nah,
Paul.
it's-
What was the Pharrell song? Change Clothes.
Change Clothes.
I didn't really like that one though.
Maybe
Check-
some from.
It wasn't one
Daytona.
of their best, but I like it though. It's
It
a
was
good song.
it was serviceable for a single.
Yeah, it's a dope song. It's not one of my favorites.
It's just not Excuse Me Miss.
Nah, it's not at all. Excuse Me, Miss is one of my favorite. You could put that in that conversation too. That's one of my favorite Jay-Z songs, but it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
like one of my top. I don't know.
Actually, is it If You Know You Know? Is that a single?
I think one of them, like either What Would Meek Do or If You Know You Know. I would.
So If You Know You Know was probably the only
But
single.
I'm talking about like hits.
Oh,
Like, hits. Like they was like huge songs, but
Catastrophic.
they're really like one of the artist's best.
I mean, if you talking about
Window Shopper.
nah, that
Like-
50 had way bigger hits than that. Like In the Club could be 50 Cent's
In
best
the-
song. Hate Her or Love It.
That probably is one of my favorite game songs.
Like what other ones? Like
21 Questions.
21 Questions. Just a little bit.
50 has some dope singles in the beginning, like early on.
Mm-hmm. Especially with G Unit when they was on that early run. Yeah, that's a good question though. Like, what's artist's best song is actually a single of theirs?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. But like, yeah, I think Kanye definitely blows that shit out the water. Every single was just could be a
Kanye,
greatest song ever.
But it's because every song he was making
Well, yeah,
was great.
was
He
amazing.
was on a run. Like he was on a crazy run.
Oh man, that was a great 10 years we had with him.
Yeah.
Great 10 years. So there is actually something Andre's been hitting us up in the chat about. He's been dying for us to talk about it. And that, since you two are artists, I'm actually glad to have y'all on here. So as you guys probably, if you guys haven't heard, Timbaland's been in the news this past weekend because he recently announced that he's doing a partnership with an AI record label, and they are going to be putting out their first AI artist that they crafted. This record label, right? And people were upset about it, obviously, because it's Timbaland. Timbaland's known to push bullshit, bro. Like, I hate Timbaland. I really fucking hate Timbaland. Like, I'm at the point now where, like, I don't give a fuck what you produce anymore. Like, you piss me off a lot. Like you sell out everything you can. Like sold out verses, you selling out hip hop, you selling out music now. Like fuck Timbaland, really. I don't give a fuck. Like I have no desire to ever meet Timbaland or talk to him. So I don't care how he feels. But
I hope you don't meet him.
yeah, I mean I ain't scared of Timbaland for real. Like, but like you know, I don't ever want to meet him. I have no desire to meet Timbaland by any means. I feel like he's he's somebody I'm gonna meet in maybe like 10 minutes into talking to him. I'm gonna see how he thinks, and it's gonna annoy me, and I don't want to be around that. And so this AI shit is just further diving into that theory I have. And he's just gonna be an annoying ass person to be around, right? And so I don't know if y'all have noticed, but Timbaland's been doing this thing on TikTok where he will have artists pay like $5 or $10.
I have been seeing that
to like have him play their music live on his TikTok stream, and he'll kind of just give him feedback about it, right? And so once he announced that he was doing this record label with this AI artist, people were speculating that he was using the music people were submitting to help train his AI model.
I did see that. I saw somebody say that.
So, like, I just want what's y'all thoughts on Timbaland using an AI artist in the future? Because Timbaland's tried to do an AI Biggie verse. I don't know if y'all remember that a couple years ago. He tried to push this AI Biggie verse that he was trying to use with this program or something.
Oh,
I ain't see that.
It was nasty work. It was like some AI app I think he created. They put together a Biggie verse because he was like, I always wanted to know what Biggie would sound like on one of my beats.
Yeah, the AI shit to me is not gas. Like, you could be doing something else.
More productive.
You know what? I don't even like trying to like tell niggas what to do. I mean, if that works for you, that works for you. But for me, I'm not tapping into that. I'm not tuned into nothing AI.
And he actually had a live on TikTok with Young Guru, and Guru was like arguing like, bro, that's not cool at all. Like, it's not about money. It's about the human element when it comes to music, and that's what I have a problem with.
Yeah,
that's why I get so annoyed when these stupid ass tech bros always want to like, AI is the future, bro. You gotta accept it. I'm like, no, I don't have to accept it. It's not like you just giving up. I don't have to accept no AI bullshit in any music I consume, because like when it comes to music, it's deeper than just being music for me. Like those are real people, real emotions, real feelings. That's why I love hip hop.
Yeah.
Hip hop is real emotion, raw feelings.
I think AI could work for the people maybe who don't really care about the craft of art at all. You know, like, or just like the substance don't matter to them. But yeah, it's like the person, the connection. That is what. And then plus the AI music, like,
this shit trash.
It just don't sound that good.
And on top of that, like, AI can't create nothing new that we haven't already heard, because it steals references from other shit that's already been created. So it's not like it's bringing something new to the table that's like, wow, that's groundbreaking music. Like, no, it's just shit we've already heard that's bumbled together and just presented to us as like a song.
Yeah, I be having like such a hard time sometimes talking about this, because I'm like, these niggas don't care though. Like, they so set in their way. Like, when you listen to Timbaland talk, there's nothing that you can say that will change his mind about how he feels about
and
the shit.
That was the thing about the live, because I think the live was like 44 minutes, the video I saw. And somebody was like, yeah, Timbaland didn't say shit the whole live. He was just sitting there listening. Like, you could tell he's going to listen, but he obviously made his mind up.
Yeah, because it's for the bread, or he might like it or whatever. But
and that be the thing. It's like Timbaland, Snoop, and Swizz Beatz are like all the same person. Like, y'all have all that y'all have all that fucking money, and you still sell out for money any chance you get. Ain't the point of getting fuck you money to say fuck you to shit? Like, why don't y'all ever say fuck you to that shit? Like, fuck off.
Yeah, Shaq.
Shaq? Like, goddamn, what commercial hasn't Shaq done yet?
Yeah.
Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't understand how y'all can have so much money and still sell out.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of getting all that money, so you don't have to do shit like this no more.
It's definitely disappointing, because Timbaland is one of the all-time great producers. So you will hope that he will be pushing the future of production in the way that aligns with you, but I think the moral of the story is stop aligning yourself with these niggas you don't know. Like, these niggas, they doing whatever the fuck they want to do. Like, they
obviously just getting a bag.
Yeah, like, they don't care. And you know what? Like, they don't. That's how I feel. Like, they don't owe me nothing. It's disappointing, but then why am I disappointed in a nigga? I don't know. But the AI shit is a different conversation, because the AI shit, I'm not gonna lie, like, I hate that shit. I don't want to get into like a debate with nobody about it, because I don't care enough to argue. But it's like, I hate that.
I just feel like
shit,
if you arguing against me saying I don't want AI in my music, and you're like, but I'm like, all right, I just don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, like
there's nothing we can talk about.
It's certain opinions I have that I just have that opinion. Like, if you disagree with me, you just disagree with me.
I'm not gonna argue with
I don't care.
I'm not gonna argue with a tech bro about music. Like, it's obviously you don't look at music the way I look at it, or like somebody that actually loves music and values it.
And that's how I feel about AI. Even outside of music, I don't really like the AI shit. Like, it's just not from.
Like cause we've been seeing since AI has gotten more popular and more funding, we've been seeing like AI movie studios. Like, what the fuck is an AI movie studio?
Yeah, they say it's gonna be the future of movies, and that'd be disappointing.
Like, why do you want a movie with people
want...
that aren't real? I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Like, there's anime. We have anime for shit that if
and
we want to
even
expand our imagination.
That's what makes it so dope, because anime, you could do anything in the world, but it's still coming from people. But it's like limitless, just like AI, but it's coming from people, and it's real, and it's love and put into it, you know.
Like you can't. And I was talking because Rob Markman made a video about it, and I was just like, yeah, man, like AI can't create nothing new for you because it's not. It doesn't provide nothing new because it's not a person. Like, I think with the thing that we very underrate a lot when it comes to music is just like the human element and like what we bring as humans. Like, we bring culture to like these genres. Like, rock music has a culture, like country has a culture, hip hop has a culture, because humans brought this culture to it. Like, AI doesn't bring nothing but an algorithm.
Yeah, facts.
And so you're not getting real culture with AI music or AI created content because it's not created by people. It's created by a machine. So like, if you want a movie, like, you need movies to be made by humans, music to be made by humans, because we bring human elements like culture into these moments, these movies or these musics, and that's how we create pop culture.
Facts.
And so like, you can't take away human element from creativity, like the arts and music and movies and shit. So that's why I'm very like anti-AI, and it pisses me off to see people like that are pioneers like Snoop Dogg or Timbaland or Swiss Beats that just go all in on AI because there's a bag there.
Yeah, and that's with these guys, and I've loved work from all of them. Timbaland is my favorite of the three. Timbaland is one of my favorite producers of all time, but obviously Snoop got so much classic shit under his belt. Swiss Beats has produced classic shit. He's a part of hip hop history. Mm-hmm. But it's like, you got to look at these guys like, you can appreciate what they've done is good, and then the shit that's not for you, fuck it, to each their own to an extent, because obviously like, you got to call shit out when it's
because they're
like,
too big.
There's levels to it, especially with Snoop. Like, Snoop be on some other shit. Like, when Snoop, I'm not trying to go on a tangent, but
we've done that before. It's all good.
Was ridiculous with his reasoning for doing the Trump thing. He was like, bro, like 30 minutes, like, we brought it back to the hood. Like, why you couldn't bring the?
Why couldn't you just do that yourself?
Like,
You've got too much money. You don't need like Trump. You don't. It's not like you can't go somewhere else and get a bag.
Yeah, so
like, you're Snoop Dogg. You're the most profitable rapper ever.
Shit like that, you can't just go to each their own, because niggas is being hypocritical and they on some other weird shit. But just a certain shit, how I do it, the way I treat it, like a lot of shit the legends be doing and the guys I admire be doing, it be disappointing, but fuck it, like,
it just hurts because like, those are pioneers, and like, I think they do have a lot of say and influence in the genre because they are legacy acts.
Yeah, for sure.
And so it's when you see legacy acts do sucker shit like that, it makes the genre look bad because it's like, that's the standard you setting as OGs.
Yeah,
and it's not a good look. That's not setting a good standard as an OG.
Has there ever been a generation of people that wasn't disappointed in their OGs? That's a question.
Actually, I saw that tweet you did today. It's like,
yeah, no, I was kind of thinking about that this morning. Like who were the?
Because like, even the OGs in the '90s were disappointed in the '90s.
Yeah, so
like, Chuck D hated gangster rap.
I can't come up with an example, but I think it's a matter of like perspective, because and discourse too. Like, you got to be able to have that conversation. I feel like if there's back and forth and there's dialogue about shit, yeah, I can express that I'm disappointed in you, but I could still learn from you, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Like, I think when niggas get to a point of, oh, I'm the legacy act, I got the last say, or the word or whatever I say goes, is like not all the way true, because they are, it's new to them too, and they using it for money. Like, it's not no creative inkling behind it. It's just for some bread.
Yeah,
and you don't even need the bread like that.
Yeah,
and that's the frustrating part.
I feel like you got to just look at niggas and be like, all right, certain shit I could respect, but then certain shit I gotta just go my own way with it. And I feel like that's the best thing that we could do, is just keep being what we want to see in the culture. I feel like if everybody does that, then hopefully shit could get better, because looking just to the OGs for the guidance is always going to go wrong, because the OGs is just people too, and people just fundamentally, people are on bullshit.
Yeah,
like
straight up.
And at a certain point, they really looking at people like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I think of our conversation about Wayne and how out of touch Wayne feels, is like, I wonder who he be looking to for
references.
Yeah, for reference, because it's like, you just seem like you floating in space sometimes, and it's like, it don't make sense.
Codeine dreaming, if you would.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is interesting, but you know, like I said, like you said, we just gotta start building the future. Because like at the end of the day, like, you know, everybody's the older generation's always looking back to the next generation to see like what's the sauce.
Yeah.
Like we just seen fucking Young Thug sign Nine Vicious to YSL. Like he's one of them. Like he's like one of I guess the popping underground rappers.
I seen Nine Vicious.
Now he's literally just a Young Thug clone, which is crazy. But like that's just one of the things where like the older guys looking back, see who's popping in the scene for the young guys. Like, oh, this kid, I'm gonna sign him.
Yeah,
and that's just like you kind of get that sauce. Like that's how you stay rejuvenated. Like Kanye talked about that. Like Virgil Abloh talks about that. ASAP Rocky. Like they said, the secret to always having your finger on the pulse is tapping in with the youth.
Yeah, yeah, and it's good that way sometimes, but it's pros and cons to everything.
Yeah,
and we always go. We always gonna have this.
Yeah, we're always gonna have this conversation.
Yeah, we're always gonna have these moments of disappointment. Mutually, the older people gonna be disappointed at us, the younger people gonna be disappointed.
Everybody's just mad at each other.
It's some black shit, bro.
Oh, that's
It's just some black shit.
yeah. I was wondering.
No.
Black shit.
Wait, so like,
reduce it to
what
that.
do you mean though? Like, what just some black shit?
Oh,
I'm not like disagreeing either. I just like wanted to know.
Big Nelson stepping up to the plate.
I'm gonna say this off. Yeah. So I feel like in other genres, it's not, those expectations aren't leveled at the next generation. It's only in black culture that even in the household, it's like the child looks to take on all the responsibility for the family to get us out of the hood. It's like, no, you got parents, grandmas, and great grandpas that should have not. But, you know, it's a multi-layered equation with, you know, systematic racism, all that shit. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, in black culture, we always rely on or put pressures upon the next generation. And that doesn't happen in fucking, I don't know, rock music or fucking grunge music or all these different things. It's only rap and R&B. Usher is shitting on T-Pain. Why? Remember that story?
I do remember that story.
So,
Damn,
that
like is weird.
shit like that. It's like it even happens with our singers.
I think also because it might just, especially like in minority spaces, there's always like that mindset. It's like, well, only one of us can make it.
Yeah,
like we can't ever have too many of us in one space.
With this rap shit, it needs to be like it's on everybody. It's on the young niggas. It's on the old niggas. It's on everybody. Like if you rapping, it's on you. I don't care how old you are. If you rapping, your goal should be to put good shit in the ecosystem.
That should really be the main thing.
Young, old, 16, 56.
Put out good music.
Yeah, that should
Home's doing it.
So it's on everybody. So I definitely feel that. And you know, I think with the age thing too, is like a lot of times older people will be like upset that the younger generation is disrespectful, but then they be disrespectful as fuck.
You feel me?
Like how where is somebody supposed to learn respect from? Like, let's just be real. Nobody got to go into no details or nothing like that. But I feel like, can y'all say that y'all had a family member when y'all was a kid that was disrespectful?
100%.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, just because you're a kid and they talk to you disrespectfully, you're still a person though, and they're still talking to you disrespectfully, and it's creating this cycle. Like, how are you supposed to learn respect when the way that you're getting talked to as a child is they're cussing you out and telling you to
shut up? Yeah,
like, you gonna go to school and be respectful after that? Like
as a 7-year-old, no, you're not.
Like, older people always want to like go on about respect. Well, it's like you gotta be what you want to see.
You gotta
like,
be the example. I'm a child.
It's a lot of older people that's not worthy of respect. Like, if you've been somebody who wasn't worthy of respect your entire life, I'm supposed to respect you just because you turned 50? Like,
round of applause. Hey, we ain't got a round of applause before on the pod like that. Usually when people walk in or something. He said, "Hey, new sound effect for that one. That was fire."
Oh,
that's real though.
A great point.
Because like it kind of comes back to the ideology of like, you know, when you're a kid, one of the first things I remember learning in school as a kindergarten was like, you treat people how you want to be treated. Yeah. And it's like, if you want to make friends, you got to talk to people how you want your friends to talk to you, and that's how you build rapport with people.
Like, I'm one type of people, like, if you was an adult and you cussed me out when I was a kid, like,
I don't remember that.
Yeah, like
I don't remember that.
Like, I don't like you. Cause why? Cause you disrespected me. I'm not a so it's like just because I'm a kid, that don't mean like that's what it'd be like. All right, I'm gonna disrespect you till you turn 18. Now I'm not gonna disrespect you no more.
You a man now.
Yeah, like nah, bro, don't disrespect me, bro, because I'm not a disrespectful.
I had a
person.
job at 15, dog. You should have respected me then. Like, I had a job, bank accounts. Like, come on, man. Yeah, like actually, yeah. So no generation was ever happy. Like, especially if you watch the
Yeah,
NBA.
that's why I don't.
You watch the NBA, you see that every day.
Yeah, like I don't like just when people are like this generation about even to when like I even see where it's like people my age will be talking about people in high school like, man, when we was in high school what? Like we did all the same shit. Like nothing. Every group of people are fucked up. Like why does everybody be acting like they not
Like
fucked up?
everybody's
fucked up.
We was in high school when Chief Keef took off, and I was like, this shit fire. But like as I got older, I'm like, like
It's kind of.
if I was an adult and I just heard this 18-year-old
it
kid,
would be concerning.
it would be very concerning.
Chief Keef, so that's what I'm saying. But it's like every generation they had
Or like
shit going on.
Like when was it 2018 when TK the race took off? Like I
Yeah,
was like
that shit was
24. I
crazy.
was like, yo, this shit fire. But like as I got older, I was like,
Shout out
great
to
lore,
Joe
maybe not a great
Kaiser.
reality story. Like great song though.
I think you can look at things from multiple angles, and I think that's the issue, and that causes a lot of like disconnect. Is like if you're not able to step out of your own box in your own world, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna understand that how you're acting is the example of disrespect, not you just saying like respect me.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta teach.
You got to show. So
be
they
an example of that.
the child knows what respect looks like.
And at the end of the day, that's like the truth. That there's respect and transparency, because like we just agreed upon, we all looking at the older generation, regardless of like, whether we agree with them or not. They setting our example, but in vice versa, they looking at us and trying to understand what the future is going to be like, and the new things that they may not understand or might not be able to accept. And if you budge a little more, if you open your mind a little bit more,
We might be able to meet in the middle.
Exactly.
We can
Yeah.
build something great as a society.
I think everybody needs to be more respectful.
yeah.
Like
100%.
they always just put it on the young people. Like I think everybody needs to be more respectful, because you talk to some old people, they
Boy,
talk so
like,
crazy.
hey, yo,
like,
it worked
I'm a
both
grown
ways.
adult. Like come on now.
'Cause
I
it's
pay
like-
rent. Better talk to me nice.
That
God
chain
damn.
definitely moved quick. Because
Yeah.
it's like you talk to that teenager disrespectful, he hear that, this how he gonna interact with the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not until you have an honest conversation, because like I'm gonna always check some shit that's not respect.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna disrespect you in doing that.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
there's a way for me to do it with respect.
yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people just ain't their irritation or how they act come from lack of knowledge. And if you're not open to learning some new shit or being uncomfortable in that way, you're not gonna grow. And that's what niggas got to make them choices for themselves. You got to see that within yourself first. So
For sure.
Can y'all believe he almost missed the spot today? Like we were this close to him not being here today.
Hey,
Thankfully, everybody was flexible. We were able to make it because we needed that. Look at
nah.
that. See, that's why we keep him around, son. When he be saying like, "Oh, just do the pod without me today."
I'll be having the gyms. Honestly, you an honorary member of the pod.
Yeah,
for
bro.
sure.
Like,
Yeah,
like you and Sean now are both up there.
Yeah, no, I love being a what do you call it?
Reoccurring guest
No.
or
There's like a
special guests or
friend to the show.
Oh,
That's what
friend
they
of
say,
the show.
friend of the show.
Yeah.
yeah. I think the third visit is stamped it now. I'm
It's
officially
official. Hey, drop a bomb, Andre. We gotta get you a little lower third now.
right,
Next
bet.
time you pop up, we'll have it ready.
dude.
Tie phase on.
yeah.
So actually, I'm super glad you guys pulled up, man, because this is not only is it Monogram's first appearance on the pod, but this is actually his first interview ever, and I'm glad because we've been huge fans of your work so far, from what we've heard with Paris and the Babe Gay project, and you actually getting ready to gear up to drop your project, right?
Yes, sir.
What's it called?
It's called Nautica.
Nautica.
Yep.
Now, this is your second project you've done, right?
Number 3.
You done. So what's the first two?
Lab Rats and then Basquiat.
Okay, so break down to us like your approach to those first two projects, and then going into Nautica.
So the first one, Lab Rats, I dropped that in 2020. That was September. That was basically like the warm up, because I hadn't dropped anything since I ain't dropped anything solo since 2017.
Wow. So it's a 3-year break.
And then we dropped some stuff in 2018 with Drop Dead, like us as a group.
So what group was that? Oh, Drop Dead.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, I remember Paris talking about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Me,
so that
me, Mono, Paris, Medici, Gabe,
Gabe.
D-Lo, which he don't rap. Like the homies who don't really rap like that no more. But like D-Lo,
R.I.P.
like.
R.I.P.
No,
I know, but like as a rapper, as a rapper, career, as a
I
rapper
didn't want to
career.
give off the wrong impression.
We've had
Yeah.
we've talked about that before. We'll have people in like 2018 that were rapping and like now
They don't do it no more.
Yeah, it's just like ARP.
Yeah, like Manny, y'all know Manny too. He was a part of it. He
Really?
came to the Yadda Yadda thing for Saturn Music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was the guy with the long hair.
Yeah.
Guap was a part of it. Like it's
All the homies was rapping?
Yes, everybody that's
didn't rap.
around.
Okay.
Yeah, but everybody who was around, I was like Drop Dead.
Okay.
was
Damn,
like
I didn't know
2018.
y'all was that deep. Okay. So y'all dropped a group project in 2018.
Yeah, we dropped 2 of them. What was it, 18 and 19?
Yeah,
And then it was like 2020, probably like February. He sent me like 3 packs of beats. He was like, "Yeah, like nigga, we about to do this tape." And I was like, "Nigga, I ain't rap in forever, but like, fuck it, let me get back into this."
Because I remember you before with the pod started, you were giving us a little more background on your music history, and you said you started out as a producer, right?
Yeah, like I was just trying to make beats. I just caught like a crazy like bag of beats. Like I was getting into a good swing, and this nigga like, "Yo, we about to rap." And I'm like, "Fuck." my beats just started getting to where I want them to be at, but like, nah, come on, cause like I wasn't rapping, so I'm like, all right.
So were you producing in that 3-year hiatus, 2017 to 2020?
Not even,
You
not
just
really.
off of music for a minute?
Oh yeah, I was just out
Well, we was doing the
moving
group.
around.
Oh, the group work.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
But
was doing the
it wasn't any like
No solo
yeah.
monogram.
Mhm.
Okay.
It was just like features, but like outside of that, I was just out being a fucking teenager, early 20s,
Mm-hmm.
and then pandemic, and it's like I ain't got no choice but to be in the fucking crib. So we started putting that together, and then I don't even think we put it out yet, and we had started working on Basquiat,
yeah.
like the early rough of it.
Cause we didn't produce Lab Rats. The homie did. Sean
Mhm.
or Low Tide. He produced most of Lab Rats pretty
Yeah.
much, and then Paris produced some of it too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And that came out
I don't-
2020?
2020.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
most of that stuff, yeah, all that was made in 2020. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Basquiat, even though it came out in 2024, a lot of that was like 21, 22, like that time frame.
Y'all was sitting on
Yeah.
that for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it was like there was a lot of shit going on at that time,
Mhm.
so it was just sitting for a while.
So how was your approach going into Nautica compared to like the last two?
I mean, I think the only thing that changed is that I thought more about like the audience receiving it.
More
'Cause
mindful of the consumer?
Yeah, because it's not like usually it's like the way I would approach it is I'm just making shit, and then oh shit, I got like 10 songs. Let me put this out. Or like I used to do beat tapes, so I got 6 beats. Let me put these out. But this time it was more like, all right, let me actually make like an album instead of just putting together songs and being like, it's just a mixtape.
Yeah.
Because I'm not trying to like fully stand behind it. It's like, it's a couple songs I got. It's a mixtape. But like, I feel like this go around, it was more like, all right, we making a real album.
This is the album.
Yeah. And plus, like, we starting to go on the run with like the Human.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, all right, we really putting like, we all in.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So when did you guys meet?
2015.
How did you guys meet?
15?
Because you're not from Kansas City, right, Monogram?
Nah, I met him through Paris, cause I knew Paris and his homie Sean. We met online because I used to be posting beats.
What message board was this one?
Might have been on Reddit.
I wasn't on there.
Okay.
Also. I'm not saying it like that, but it was just.
Yeah, cause I think him, Paris, and Medici, they were on OFT.
OFT.
I was on OFT, but I didn't meet them niggas. I think I was only in like one thread on OFT.
Yeah, so it was.
I was
like
really on
It was like a
KTT.
multi.
KTT though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So like, how's it been seeing like Ty grow as an artist and this like his production grow as you start to find yourself as an artist? How's that been for the last few years?
I mean, I feel like it's like everything niggas pretty much said. Like, yo, we gonna do this, we gonna do that, we gonna do this. Niggas not fucking with it. Niggas was saying that back then. we ain't even have shit out for real. We like
We
niggas ain't
talked
fucking with
the
us,
most
bro.
shit then.
Yeah.
Back then?
Yeah, we talked the most shit then. I feel like we got better, started getting more like humble with it. Like we 2014, like we've been knowing each other since we was like 14.
Yeah.
So we've been talking about all the same shit since we was kids, like 10 years.
Mhm.
Facts.
And the release of Nautica's coming up soon, right? It's
Yeah, it's
coming.
gonna be next next month. I ain't picked the date yet, but
July.
It's gonna be July, 100%.
How you feeling as the month of July gets close? Because we just started June.
Great. Shit. It's damn near done. I'm bouncing out mixes now. I was just doing that shit this morning before I came.
Are you mixing and master yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you mix and master your own music as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at that, man. So are you about after Nautica? You seem like you're definitely like more eager to like. You say you guys already working on the next one, right? Or you already starting to think about the next one?
We already got sounds and all that for that.
All the beats.
I recorded some shit when I first touched down.
Yeah.
Word. Okay.
Yeah.
Wasting no time.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like you seem like you're more like you're definitely like about to lock in going forward because a couple breaks here and there the last few years.
I be sitting because like I'm making this shit. First off, I'm making it for me, just for me to listen to. And then I'll just sit on some shit like, and then time will pass, and I'm like, all right, let me put something out. But I feel like it should have came out earlier because I did that again. This shit was done in like January.
Mm-hmm.
It was really supposed to drop in like March. We had like March or April.
It was initially supposed to drop in 24, like 2024.
Yeah,
initially,
like end of the year.
But then like shit just we kept adding songs and changing shit like cuz we would just
I be stalling too, but that's cuz I don't know. It's that perfectionism shit. I be
Do you think you be in your own head when it comes to music sometimes?
Like if it's not 100% perfect, I'm not going to want to put it out. But if I send it to him and he like, you tripping, nigga, come on. I'm like, all right, I'll put it out.
Yeah. Well, like, all right, fuck, we'll do it.
Yeah. Like if I play it for the homies and they like, you tripping, bro, put that out. I'm like, all right, I'll put it out.
Are you still trying to find like that confidence in your music for yourself? To where like sometimes you kind of need somebody like one of the homies like, is this a good song or not?
Sometimes, occasionally, cause I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I make something and I'm like, nigga, this the best song I ever made, and I don't even gotta like question myself or like play it and be like, bro, you fuck with this. But sometimes I'll make some shit where it's like, it's all right.
Yeah.
And I'll play it, and this nigga like, bro, this the best song you ever made. So I'm like, all right, I gotta change my approach up instead of just feeling like if I don't immediately fuck with it, it doesn't mean it's not like some ill shit that niggas.
You just may not fuck with it at this moment.
Yeah.
But tomorrow may be a new day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think as you get more consistent with making music and being, involved in the music, I think you'll get more comfortable in that. Yeah. And just be able to tell for yourself, like, oh, this is a good song from me. Or I could probably work on this or rewrite this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's exciting to see, man, because I think out of the crew, like, you're definitely the one that's just, like, we're just, like, eager to see, like, what you do. I've heard the album. And at least for, like, the rough drafts of it. And it sounds amazing, man. Like, I was telling you before the pod, like, it was definitely not what I was expecting to hear from you. Which was great, though, because it showed me you had a lot of range.
Yeah, I want to do that every tape. I want to take it somewhere else. Like, he be having to reel me back in because I told him.
He reels you in?
I'm like
you reel him in?
I'm like, bro, I'm trying to make Cherry Bomb. Nigga, I'm trying to make Yeezy. I'm trying to make some Death Grip shit. And he like, all right, bro, hold on. Not yet. Hold on. Not yet. We gonna get to that.
There is like a Sonic. I think you'd be really good after hearing Nautica. I think you would sound really good in like that Premier Politics era of Sir Michael Rocks. Are you familiar with him?
A little. I think the only song I know,
Black Mags.
Memo. Nah, Memo.
Memo. That's a good. Hey, that's a fire one though. But before he was on like that experimental sound, which is also great sound. You should check out that project, Banco. I think you'll like it if you like the Yeezy shit. But
I think Memo was on Banco, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I was about to say because I remember fucking Paris them niggas kept talking about that shit. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, bro. Listen, bro. Banco one of the ones.
When it came out too.
This is when it came out.
Yeah, him and Puya and fucking Sir Michael. And they're like, bro, you gotta listen to this nigga, bro. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this nigga.
Yo, my bitch cool, but I'm cooler. Yeah, Banco.
Like, bro, I'm listening to Wolf. I don't give a fuck about. I don't care about this shit.
Banco?
Yeah, I don't care about this shit.
Hell, bro, you can make room for both though.
But nah, I did. I still got that. I got the fucking mixtape in my phone. I still got that shit.
Yeah, like, that's one of the ones. And but before that, he had like this very like I guess you would call it like classy polo era before that during the blog era that was like very glossy, shiny production. And I think that'd be like a cool pocket for you to get in because like I kind of hear a little bit of that on Nautica, but you have a very wide range.
I feel
sound.
like is he describing it? The next shit?
Am I describing the next shit?
Yeah, I would say it's a little.
Now they're gonna change it though.
No. I would just say
I low key feel like he.
I feel like Mono is kind of in that world, but it's just it's a little grittier.
Yeah,
That's
like,
what it is. But
it's like-
it's still like some shit you could just.
I know he said he wanted to make the next shit some shit you could just ride to,
Yeah.
and it's like vibe to. Which shit, man, like Nautica's definitely in that step in the right direction. So do you have an idea of what you want the first single to be from Nautica?
Yeah, we shot the video actually for both of them.
Dropping 2 singles before the project.
Or 3. We doing 3.
Yes. Yeah. 3.
3.
Okay.
Yeah,
So 3 singles and then the project.
It's gonna be like a single, but that's not really a single. Like a Lucy, like on some like blogger shit. Like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm about to put an album out. Is one of the songs,
Just to get y'all warmed up.
and then after that, we're gonna do like a double drop of like the actual singles.
Okay. Bad. Okay. And that the project's dropping next month in July. So that rollout about to start soon. And
Yep.
y'all said you guys shot like 6 videos yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. See, working.
Yeah.
Working. Pulled up to the town, started working. That's great. And you guys doing more work while you in town?
Yeah. Of course.
Show.
Yeah, okay, cool,
Every
cool.
day.
So, I thought about asking you before the pod started, but I just figured I'd just ask y'all while y'all on the pod. Is there any way we could end the pod with a song from Nautica?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you-
Show.
Ooh,
Yeah,
we
for
about to
sure.
get an exclusive. Which one y'all feeling?
Telephone Man.
Telephone Man, come on,
Yeah,
please.
yeah, 'cause
Yes,
that's Joe's favorite. So
that
we'll do
song is
Telephone Man.
gas. That's oh man, yeah. When I heard, that, I was like, monogram different.
Yeah, do you got you got it?
I got it on the title.
Yeah, is that the?
It might. What the fuck is mine title there? Let me make sure it's the right one.
All right, let me see.
Or airdrop it if you got here.
Let's see.
'Cause I did.
Here it is, right here. Can I airdrop that
you
too?
can just play that one. You can play the one you got.
Let's see. Can I airdrop that too? What's it mean?
Yeah. Click the 3 buttons and then export.
Oh, okay, perfect. So actually, while we get this figured out, Ty,
Yes.
the Human actually just one half of the Human dropped the project.
Oh, yes,
About
yes.
early. Was it this month?
Last month.
Last month?
No,
Okay.
listen,
Actually, we're
when
first of June.
I say this, I'm not exaggerating. That nigga is the greatest artist on the planet right now, living.
Medici, man.
Medici,
One half of the Human.
the
So
GOAT,
you
man.
put out your project December, and then Medici dropped his project last
Man,
month, man. So
yeah.
you guys worked on that. How was that project for you guys?
Getting to work with the GOAT, man. Getting to basically.
At least in this generation, I ain't gonna go crazy with it, but in this generation of niggas, like us included,
Yeah.
he's
Because everything that you hear, that's really Medici.
bro,
like
he's producing, mixing,
Yeah.
sing.
yeah. Get like Honey Pot, Paris Williams joint,
Mm-hmm.
Mango, Nautica.
Just going crazy.
All of that,
Like
and
Medici really like the wizard behind it.
Yeah, man.
So like when it comes to the Human, break down to like what he does as a producer and what you do as a producer for the tandem.
I'm like I be having ideas. Like I be knowing what
You
we
have
need
the
to
skeletons.
do. Yeah.
And
I
then
be knowing what we need to do. He be knowing how to do it.
He
That's
knows how
just
to
the
build
best,
it.
That's the best way. I
you
know
get-
what to do. He knows how to do it.
Yeah. So you get the skeletons laid out. He puts the Human together.
Yeah. So we collaborate on every song. Certain songs is like I might do some. Certain songs he might do something. Like it changes song for song. But yeah, that's my man Medici. I got nothing.
That's
but
a
praise.
great.
Like,
That's an album like I'm gonna listen to. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a fun album to like blend with in my DJ sets.
oh yeah, I
There's
can't
a lot
wait
of-
to
lot
see.
of great high
I
energy.
can't wait to see, man. If y'all, it was a blur by Medici and the Human. It's Medici's album. He's great producer. I can't stress it enough. Medici is really the GOAT, man.
How-
Medici is the
GOAT.
truth.
How
He gonna
much-
be out here too next month. We gonna
Word?
bring him
Medici
on.
gonna be in town?
Yeah, we gonna bring
Hey,
him on here.
I need y'all to
Go.
know Medici has never been to Kansas City.
Go.
He's
Medici-
only been to America once, right?
Yes, Medici is British.
He came to America.
Yeah,
Take
in
him to
2019, he did a beat battle.
Get him some
Won
Gage
and
beans.
left.
Yeah, he
won
won too.
and left.
Smoked everybody.
Came
It was
to
like
America.
64 people in it. Smoked.
64. That's crazy. And y'all haven't met in person yet, have you?
Mm-mm.
Damn.
Nigga, beat
Yeah.
battle. That's crazy.
Bro. We about to send a mandem to the town. That's gonna be great, man. That's gonna
Yeah.
be great.
But no, really, I think he gonna make an impact like Neptune's, like where you can't go anywhere listen to anything without hearing that nigga production.
Yeah, man.
Like the Human shit, them niggas is really y'all getting the Neptunes and this
We are look real time.
what these two niggas is about to do is I don't think nobody I ain't ready for it. Shit.
What was that Justin Timberlake album that went that with Sexy Back on it?
Future Sex Love.
Future
Sounds.
Sex
Yeah.
Love Sounds like was
Yeah.
that album a reference point for the Medici project? It was all
Yeah.
blur. 'Cause
Yeah.
There's that track you're on where it kind of reminded me of My Love. Was it the second one?
Yeah, Yeah, Love in the Club.
Love in the Club. Yeah.
Yeah, Future Sex Love Sounds was like the first album I really heard, like front to back, like on my own choice. Like I had to hear that. So,
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was always a influence. I always knew that we would be influenced by that.
That's cool that you and Medici like got into that bag on that project. I think
Yeah.
that was a really good for his project. That was like perfect for him.
Yeah, that's my bro, man. Like
That's tight.
he's so good.
Hey, people are gonna learn, man. People are
Yeah,
learning about the
soon.
human. People are learning about the human.
Yeah, man. Soon it's picking up, man. Like Honey Pop, keep streaming. Honey Pop, the next one.
Oh
on
yeah,
the way.
PSA is almost at 10,000 streams.
Yeah, the next one on the way.
Holy shit.
I know, right? He said, "Holy shit."
Yeah.
What's up? We able to get it?
We're trying to put it on there. It keeps lagging out. Hold on.
Let's see.
We're gonna try to get it through Sebastian.
Sebastian's computer. All right. While we get that, we're trying to get that monogram ready. The file's too big. Maybe we can airdrop it. But yeah. So what else? So we have monogram. Oh, what about the Honey Pop Reloaded?
It's on the way.
So what is Honey Pop Reloaded? Because you talked about the show. You guys performed some new songs at the Lois Fern show.
Yes.
So give people a little rundown of what Honey Pop Reloaded is.
It's
Fire.
Wait. So
Fire.
this is not. So I remember you talking about a remix, right? This is not
Yeah.
that, right?
nah.
This is not that. This is a whole new album.
It's some new shit and it's some new shit. Like that shit's crazy. It's like
What he said.
it's like when you hear an artist and you think, oh, this is what they sound like.
Yeah.
It's like, nigga, this is Gabe. Like,
This is Gabe right here.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, she got it on Honey Pop. There's a song on there, Pep Rally, and she's like pop star, rock star, and that killed the rap shit. All right, like Honey Pop, if that was her killing the rap shit, Reloaded is like the pop star.
Okay. Cool. I think
That's how I would put
we
it.
need more pop music too.
It's
Try this.
And it's black pop.
yeah, for sure.
Black pop. Ooh, even
sure.
better. That's soul pop.
for sure.
Soul pop.
Yeah.
Sometimes pop music could just be a little soulless.
Yeah, now it's definitely a lot of flavor, a lot of energy. It's,
Yeah.
it's the human, it's Gabe, it's Seven Rings.
Let's get it. I'm excited. Dope. Wait, hold up. How we feeling? Oh yeah. Yeah, this is actually probably the longest pop we've done in a minute.
Yeah, for we got into it.
3 hours.
Yeah, like 2:30, bro. It's gonna be a bitch to download. Oh, so what about you? So you actually working on a project too, ain't you, Ty?
Yes.
So what's this next solo project that's gonna be on the radar for Ty Faison?
Until the Wars won.
Okay.
It's gonna be my first. Like it's my album. It's like my first album. When Mango came
Fire.
out. When Mango came out, a lot of people was wondering why I didn't really do too much with it. It's just like I was working.
Mm-hmm.
Like this whole time
On
I've
this
been
project,
Yeah, I've been
Until
working
the
on
Wars
this
won.
album. Yeah, it's the truth. I don't know. It's an album I had to wait my whole life to make.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And how you feeling about it so far? 'Cause you played a little bit for us at the house a couple weeks ago.
My goal for the first album is to make it classic, like a real deal classic. That's my goal for the first one.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to your music and calling it classic, do you have hesitation when it comes to that, or can you make an album and be like, "This is a classic"? Right
If it's
now?
really a classic, hell yeah, I got ears. Just like everybody got ears.
And it's really a classic too. It reminded me of like the shit I listened to growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Like those albums where it felt like, where it's not just, it's a bunch of songs this nigga just threw together. It's like, nah, this is an album. It starts here and it ends here.
Yeah, like it tells a story from here to here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously it's up to the people. We let the people decide. But how I feel for my taste, yeah, I think I did it because I've made this. I don't call everything I make that.
Mhm.
That's why I'm like, and I'm not even calling this one that yet because it's not done. But that's the goal.
Like that's
Like,
what you're shooting for. Like
yeah,
we're aiming for classic.
And when it is done, yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. I'm looking to make it. I'm looking to make a classic when I drop.
Yeah. So we got Monogram next month. We got Honey
Yep.
Pop Reloaded like in
Yep.
August.
Yep.
And so when's until the War 1 of September?
Yep.
Okay. What's October then?
Shit, it might be me.
Like, oh shit.
Yep.
2 Monogram projects in 1 year?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, is it that kind of year?
I'm trying to do 2 a year.
Okay,
Like,
so that's what we doing going forward?
at least until like 27.
Can you match the output?
Yeah.
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 I mean, I already be making
And he
2
make
tapes.
beats,
Like
too.
Basquiat.
Oh, that's right. You do make
Yeah, his
yeah.
beats is
You're right.
his beats is crazy.
Like Basquiat, it got a whole like second album
It does?
of shit
That's not out, right?
that we ain't even put out.
So how long was a Basquiat? Like, how many tracks?
14.
It's
So it was
14.
longer than that? Or was
Nah,
there
it was a
part 2?
whole separate album.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like we pulled some stuff over. Like it was a couple songs. I was like, nigga,
each
I gotta put
project
this
we
out.
make like 50 some songs. Like
we make
damn.
2.
Y'all really be having shit
for each
in the vault like
each
that?
one is
Yeah.
at least
Okay.
2. Like we
Yeah.
could make 2 different tapes from each one.
yeah, for sure. And even Nautica is probably like it's hella shit that's on the floor, like 30 songs, something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Damn. That's pretty tight.
Thank you.
Damn,
Appreciate
y'all, I
it.
didn't know y'all like had music in the vault like that.
We make music every single
Bro,
day. Every day we
I,
make a song.
Nigga, I be sitting on shit like bad. I got so much.
We don't know what to do, bro.
Oh, what?
Nah, it's a big ass. It's 30 megabytes.
Yeah, we can come back to it. We can.
Okay.
We'll be back. We'll be
Alright,
back.
yeah.
We'll be back in July. We gotta do like.
Are you
a
coming back
whole-
in July, Monogram?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be in town?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
The whole
well-
7 rings. We're gonna be together.
Oh, perfect. No, we'll run it up when the project drops so we can actually dive into it.
Facts.
All right.
It's a bet.
So what? So until next time, Andre.
Until next time.
Until next time. All right, then, y'all. Well, we appreciate y'all riding it up with a 2.5 hour podcast, man.
Of course, I mean it was a great time. Thank you for having us.
You know, thanks Monogram. Thanks for coming through for the first
Yes,
time.
sir. Yes, sir.
You know, hey, who podcast MVP, Nelso? Who could it be? Who we gonna give the title to?
River said her because she's been sitting here so patient. Give it to her. What are you doing, man?
I-
over here cackling the whole time. I don't know if you heard that.
What?
Yeah.
She was laughing.
No, Andre was.
Oh, yeah, no,
I
Andre.
myself somehow.
What you doing over there?
Yeah.
Twitter, bro.
Oh, I saw. He's like, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Who we giving it to, Andre? River. All right. Rivers podcast MVP. This episode is 127.
Y'all like that?
What?
1, 2.
Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna win. I never win it, so like, I'm not mad about nothing.
Hey, 9 concurrent viewers.
I know. Hey, we ran it up today, man. Shout out to the
Appreciate
9
y'all.
people. Make sure y'all like, subscribe,
sir.
comment, please. We do this every Sunday except June 26th, because I'll be DJing. Lois Ferns.
22nd,
What'd I say?
the 26th.
Whatever. It's in the month. The flyer will come out. Let's wrap it up. Episode 1.7. Yada Yada Podcast.
Yes, sir.
We out. Peace.